Oh, we're live.
We're live. We are live. Thanks. Thank you, Josie.
Oh.
Thank you for doing that for me.
Oh, we're live now?
We're live. We're
live?
live. We're live.
Oh my god, we're live. All right.
We're live. Yeah, we're live. We're live.
Hi.
Yeah.
We're live. Yeah, we're live. Mine.
We're live.
Mine.
I'm
dead.
Focus.
Mine.
Focus.
Okay. Hello, welcome everyone. It's me,
God.
Joseph Posa, and my friend.
I cannot.
I don't like how I'm like in this tiny little square at the rectangle at the very bottom of the screen, and like all this cacophony of noise is happening all over there. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
Well, we are audible noise. Your shirt, on the other hand, visual noise.
Excuse me. The Udis are the highest of comfort. Wow. Wow.
I'm on Team Josie. Y'all like this. Let's get back to it.
It's time for like dark Rudy. Let's go. Let's fucking do this.
Yes,
Dark
you're
Rudy.
very
Yeah,
dark
there we
and brooding. In...
My sloth Rudy.
It's
Rudy.
Broody. Yeah. Broody.
Broody.
Yeah, Broody Rudy.
The evil alter ego.
Rudy emo hands
What?
McGee.
honestly,
It's only a matter of time.
Honestly,
Each
though-
YouTuber has their own like alter
Don't-
ego, like anti-alter ego. We'll have Broody in this case.
Don't make me put on the glove. I'll put on the glove. Like, there we go.
no, because listen. It's Broody, Rudy, and Inudi.
Perfect.
Oh, Cuddly, thank you for the hydrate.
Yes, Cuddly.
Josie,
Thank
I don't
you.
have enough points. I almost
Kelly's
got
making us
all
all
of
nice.
them.
Shit.
So close.
I can drink anyway.
That
Speaking
just-
of, I'm Josie Poser. I'm the dungeon mistress. I'm running this game, and I'm drinking a good drink with ice in it in my usual glass tankard.
A good drink. That's very vague.
I mean, it's better than a bad.
It's got lime flavoring.
Oh,
It's got lime flavor.
that does sound nice. That sounds nice. I
It's
want
very
some.
nice. I'm gonna throw it over. Let's do this super quick. We haven't been here in 2 weeks. Let's just get to it, Aussie. Go.
Oh, hello. I'm AussieDevFro. I'm the little teeny tiny one that you might be seeing on your screen. I'm playing Rudy Magic Hands McGee, the cleric. I keep these bozos alive and maybe sometimes less than alive, but they don't know about this. Shh, don't tell them. And I'll throw it over to Nana Malavora, played by Cuddly Raptor.
Hi, I'm Cuddly Raptor, and I play Nana Malvora. And she's a little gnome granny. I had trouble spitting that out. And she really likes to cook. And tonight I'm drinking a vodka cruiser because why not?
Why not?
I'm gonna throw it up to Denny. Denny's this way on my screen.
Well, you're up there for me. Hi, I am Denimation. I play Daskus, the mighty human barbarian, who seems to be learning a little bit of magic nowadays as well. And today I'm just drinking my coffee in my big cup. Delicious. And I shall throw that over to the wettest orb.
I am the wettest of orbs. I play Arthur Orblet the Third, a wood elf ranger. He is currently seasick on a boat, which he is getting better though. He's able to function now. But that's pretty much it for me. Going over to Roju.
Hello, I'm Roju, my channel's Participation Award. I'm playing Gerald the Wizard, actually a warlock, surprise. And
Surprise!
yeah, and he's generally terrified of everything. The end of him forever. And I
Indeed,
guess that
the
just
end.
leaves no one, because we're all done.
We're all done. Wow.
That's it. Goodbye,
That was
everybody.
quick.
Yeah, see ya! Good game! GG!
Wow. No, but really, hold on. I have to. There's too many papers going on right now. That's the one I want.
Cuddly, you're too quick for me.
Fuck yeah.
Too fast. Gotta go
Take that,
fast.
bots. Come
Take care
at
of
me.
those butts.
How about while
Shit.
Josie's getting ready, could we have like a super quick recap of everything? Because I've got a few people in chat who haven't been to our campaigns before.
I was just about to get it. I have my papers in order.
Excellent. Excellent.
Let's do, since we haven't been here in 2 weeks, I'll do a quick recap of last session, and then I want to go one more lap around, and everyone tells us the most impactful moment so far. in the campaign for their characters.
Okay.
Good or bad, most impactful for the characters.
While you do that,
So-
I'm just going to wash the ants out of my glass because they're incredibly rude and I want to drink my drinks.
Yeah, and I'm getting really antsy here. Come on.
God damn it, Josie.
Rudest.
No, I'm warming up. I'm ready for the Panthers. Come on.
Let's go.
But 2 weeks ago, you were all aboard the ship, the Tide Rider, under the crew, running their ships under the flags of the Redland Company. This name seeming new to you as you didn't spend too much time in Southport before you left for the Icelands. Now, making your way back, you've been told there's about 2 days
Damn man,
left
you have to put up
until
with
you're
my
gonna
ass for
hit
this
town.
long.
During
It's an
this
honor to be
time,
here.
all manners of things have happened. Nana took some time in brewing some potions, stocking up on supplies of healing rares. Goose played around with a new Spell Beast pelt, now having 3 in his collection, getting chock full of magical items. Gerald had a little bit of a read in his own book and made a realization that caused him to sweat both figuratively and literally,
Yep.
as he found out what the actual details of his contract with the Demon Lord Salishkar entail.
I'm going to need more alcohol for this one.
Rudy didn't get up too much. Helped around with Nana. Made sure everyone was okay. Made sure Arthur could sleep at night by killing him every evening.
It's an inventive solution.
Yes.
It
Look,
sounds just as bad as it is.
It makes sense. He can't be seasick if he's dead. Think about it, people.
You got a point.
Speaking
Modern
of
problems
Arthur-
require modern solutions.
Damn straight they do.
True, very true.
alcohol
Arthur
already.
spent a lot of days seasick. It got better after a while, and he spent some time conversing with the captain, actually, trying to get ahead on what's to come, what's going on with the ship. And also, he was told that the captain's very secret in confidence. The captain showing Arthur upon his head, under his big tricorn hat, a pair of horns. Arthur also had a late-night conversation with the first mate, Alana Sojour, a chain devil tiefling. They shared their stories of a solemn past, and at the end, Alana offered Arthur the opportunity to steer the ship, hold the helm. And I believe that will be it for the quick recap. I'm gonna
That's
say
how we
cuddly.
stunk.
That's how you stunk. You all died. All of a sudden, Arthur starts humming this tune, this beautiful love song tune, and all of a sudden there's an iceberg.
Oh no.
no. Oh no.
Well,
But let's do a lap around. Cuddly, what's been the most impactful moment for Nana this campaign so far?
I think the connections that Nana has made with some of the NPCs. So just to name a couple, like Tej would have been one, and then having to, kind of put her to rest later was pretty impactful. Obviously, this was impactful for Nana, but I can't actually remember the kid's name. But-
If you're talking about Sin, is the one that's still with you
No,
on
I
the
know
ship.
Sin's good. Sin's good, but there
Sen.
was one
What about
way
Cons?
back when that helped with the
Way
cooking.
Oh,
Like last year.
I think it was Jaquel.
Jacal, that was it. I was like, it was a J something.
It
Yeah.
was like
so-
a young teenage boy in the
Yes,
village of
yes.
Eastwind who would help
Yes.
you cook.
Yeah. And then most recently, Sin and Sen, and just kind of help like making new friends, but then they eventually do part ways. But that's, I think, the most impactful part for her.
What about for Arthur?
Arthur's probably moment in time, and there's been so many. Would have to be when the party first found out Arthur is actually a good archer.
When we realized you could actually fight.
Yes.
Halfway through the
There was a
campaign.
good half of the campaign that we've worked so far.
I was going to say, it's
where
like
he-
30 hours in, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Where
Now, first
he
major
was
boss
doing,
fight.
He was doing everything else. He was trying to talk to him, try to play with them, trying to calm them down, and we faced the big spaghetti eyeball monster, and Arthur was like, nothing I can do to help this situation. Yeet. And yeah, that was probably my favorite moment.
That was great.
Yeah,
yeah.
last two encounters definitely. Arthur was a bit of a damage dealing aficionado. We actually nerfed him a little bit lately.
Yeah.
I love like Josie just sitting there, bead of sweat, going, "Gotta nerf Arthur, gotta nerf Arthur."
And
We
like,
nerfed him, too.
everyone else is like, hang on, we could actually nerf this guy? Like, this guy that falls on his feet?
Yep.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, during that boss fight with the Beholder and the Barbarian Cleric, Arthur just he pulled a Rock Lee. He took the weights off and just went for it.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Excellent.
Gotta put the weights back on. What about Rudy?
Took the
What's
weights off his
been
brain.
Rudy's biggest- No, the issue is he was struggling the entire campaign trying to string his bow, and now he's finally done it.
Yeah.
Oh, you just had no string in it. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's that's why the bow's so powerful, because it's like huge tension.
What about Rudy though? What's been the most impactful moment for Rudy?
Like I know we keep going on about it, but like to find out that Rudy is now technically beholden to the enemy of the entire campaign, the deity that is literally potentially, maybe, hopefully not, but could be trying to kill us all, is the deity that Rudy draws power from.
It says.
Yeah, so
Love that
that's
for us.
it's a fine line to tread, and I think Rudy is treading it very well. You know, simultaneously killing his teammates as well as reviving them. Yeah, I that would have to be the biggest moment for Rudy. Yeah.
I will say, whenever I pitch our little D&D stream to people, I always mention how good the line you pulled was when you turned with your back on your own prime deity and you said lies are necessary.
It's a
And you just-
necessary. Yeah.
it was such a good moment. It was. Such a good moment.
Yeah.
So good.
What about Goose?
Probably during the fight with said spaghetti monster, and him losing control of himself during the rage and actually like almost completely destroying the one person that we've been hunting down this entire time. Definitely gave him like a check, like just like, oh, like completely lost control there, couldn't come back out of it. And since then been a bit wary about raging again. So and also from like the dreams in the past of like losing control, becoming like that great beast that is weighing on his mind. So definitely that moment in the mines just really shook him for a bit.
Poor Goose.
Poor Goose.
And last but maybe not least, Gerald.
Maybe not least.
I'm trying to stay neutral here.
Probably could be though. So I think I'm going to do a little bit different here. I think the most impactful thing for me, personally, was oh gosh, there's been so many awful things that have happened thus far. I feel like maybe perhaps the small rays of hope that have shown up for me. I think meeting the Naiad was remarkably not so deadly, and that was surprising, and came away with a beautiful and useful gift, and sort of hinted at a possibility of maybe avoiding the terrible things that I've just found out about in the contract that I've apparently signed.
Apparently.
Apparently.
Apparently, yes.
Allegedly. Yet to be proven in
signed,
court.
yes, quite. That I've allegedly signed. I don't see any witnesses, but I feel like it's got to be either that or perhaps the encounter with the, in a similar vein, I guess. What's his name again? The other god. Nethys.
Nethys.
Yes, the encounter with Nethys, and also giving a hint at a possible salvation, and that is what is a little glimmer of hope. That's what Gerald is clinging on to.
Methods where?
Method?
Methods?
Oh,
Somebody
nowhere,
mentioned
totally,
methods?
Totally nowhere.
Method?
No, it's fine.
Gerald, did you say methods? Where?
Maybe.
We left them back in the ice, didn't we?
No.
Oh no. Well, we brought them with us.
Wait, what? What? We brought them with us? I had no idea. How? Where? Where?
Don't tell him.
What
tell them.
methods?
Don't tell him it's in the ice Pokeball.
Yeah.
We literally have them in a Pokeball, that's right.
You do. You do. But yeah, so we find ourselves late evening, 2 days left. You've been told until you should make port in Southport. And we find ourselves at the top of the ship by the helm as Arthur, standing next to him, Alana Sejur, the first mate, and you're holding the wheel of the ship. The entire ship, the crew, is in your hands.
No pressure.
Oh god, we're all gonna
And
die.
Oh god.
Alana turns to you. And she, while she's smiling, while she's giving you the told you so smile, there's a hint of sadness in her eyes, and she looks at you and says, "How do you feel?"
I feel better. Just, I don't feel seasick, but I also seem close to you. Even though yeah.
She puts one of her hands very, very carefully, on half of her hand on half of your hand, and just adjusts the course ever so slightly, and then removes her hand.
That's totally
I imagine it's very slow and you're like, oh, and then it just turns the wheel. It's just like, oh.
Like Arthur's so fixated on her, and he's turning towards her. He just doesn't realize, and then she's just like, no, we go that way.
Arthur sort of cheekily smiles back and goes, "Oh, I better look where I'm going."
Yeah, and she's just standing there looking out at the stars over the view. She's just standing there taking it all in, letting you essentially do what you want.
Arthur turns back to her and goes, "What are you thinking about right now while looking up at the stars?"
That it surprises me that this world can be both brighter and darker than my homelands. At day, the sun hurts my eyes. At night, the presence, the heaviness of the night sky, while beautiful, it's very different.
Yeah. This world, or worlds, can be difficult to navigate through. But
she turns around and she puts her back against the railing that the wheel is attached to. So you're not standing in front of each other, but it's easier to keep eye contact and having conversation. And she just stands there for a bit and says, "What are you thinking about?"
That's a dangerous question.
I'm thinking about how the moon reflects off the water, how the moon reflects off your skin. I'm also thinking how lucky it is to run into someone like you. You don't find too many people that have had a bit of a harder life. And I'm not saying that I've had a terrible life so far, but it has had its ups and downs. But it does feel amazing to talk to someone like you.
She looks down a little bit at the floor, and she looks up at the sky again, the stars glistening. There's a few clouds here and there. And then she looks at you, and you can see she's not crying, but there's definitely like she's getting almost teary-eyed just a little bit, and she looks at you. Do you miss them much?
It's hard to say after such a long time. You always love them and you always miss them, but it's sort of harder and harder to remember them as time goes by. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I do. Yeah, and she looks at you. It looks almost like she's trying to focus on your eyes. She's looking deep in your eyes, and there's the tears well up a little bit, and she's just, "That's awful. How how long ago was it?"
Oh, well, to be honest, I've lost count. I think it would be maybe 30 years.
Where do you think they go? And she starts looking up at the sky again.
Well, well, people like me, we've all got our different sort of beliefs. A lot of elves like myself, we've got beliefs that mean you go to another place better than this world, and you live out a glorious life. And then there's other people that believe there truly isn't an end. But the way I see it, as long as you live your life with the people you want to live it with, and the people you meet along the way, and enjoy the time you have with them, I don't think it matters what's on the other side.
And she starts saying something, like she opens her mouth a few times like she's going to say something. She thinks for a moment, and she says, "What would you give to see her again?"
Oh,
Your soul.
I don't know. I've never been asked that before. I've never thought it would even be possible to even look, just even to spend 5 minutes with her. I would give up years of my life.
What if you couldn't talk to her, but you could see her?
See her? Definitely. Just anything to sort of see her. Just even just see her face and the bump, the baby bump. Yep. Yeah, just
And she looks down at the floor again. She looks like she's thinking. Her brow is heavily furrowed, the clanking of her chain hair. And she holds out a hand towards you, and she takes a step closer.
Arthur looks down at the hand and sort of looks up at her and goes, "Okay." Slowly puts his hand on hers.
and she takes your hand, she cusps it with the other one, and says, "Just hold, just hold the wheel steady." And she locks her eyes into yours,
Mm-hmm.
and it feels like she's staring at you, and just like heavily staring, like her eyes go wide, and then it almost looks like her eyes expand. They become bigger, and as you blink for a moment, and then it's Samantha's face. It's still Alana's body and clothing, but it's Samantha's face.
Arthur's gonna take a step back, sort of just.
As soon as you break contact with the hand, it just instantly Alana's face comes back, and you can see she's sweating heavily, and she leans back. Sorry, I shouldn't have. And she almost like puts herself in between you and the wheel, and she grabs it and like starts moving it a little bit. You should probably go to bed.
Arthur just goes up and gives her the biggest bear hug. Just
And you give her a huge hug, and she gets stiff for a moment, like she doesn't know what to do. She's just standing there, and you can feel under her clothing chains, like metal links, even underneath her voluminous clothing. And she just holds. She doesn't seem to relax. She's just holding on to the wheel.
well, Arthur's gonna shed a tear or two as well while cuddling, and he takes steps back. Thank you. Just whatever you did, that was amazing. Just thank you.
You get no response.
Arthur wants to pour a cup of hot cocoa and leaves it right next to the wheel. And again, sort of taps her back, rubs it a little bit. Thank you again. This drink's for you. I'll see you in the morning.
There's no response, physical or verbal. She's just standing there, staring away at towards the horizon in front of the ship.
I want to slowly walk back down to my room.
As you're walking down the stairs and you turn around to head into the door, you can see a tear. Like she's silently crying up there, but she's just staring dead ahead.
Oh, Rudy.
It goes down.
I didn't know Arthur's hugs were that bad. Sorry.
At least it wasn't like
This
I've
is
been
what I
flattered
do when
there.
things get awkward. I'm sorry. I make jokes. I'm sorry.
Aussie up on the podium getting married. Do you say I do? Hug?
For those who were at my wedding, know that all of both Noctia and our vows were jokes. Like
I would imagine that. That would be so
I can attest to this. Yes.
Yep.
He goes sort of back inside, more sombering now, knowing that she's having a little weep. Arthur doesn't say anything. He goes straight to his bunk.
And the night passes by. You're all you sleep fairly soundly, every one of you. And when you wake up, there's a humidity to the air. Like everything feels kind of like when you wake up. It's not. Everything is damp inside the ship, and you can hear heavy pattering of rain on deck.
oh, that's gonna be wonderful.
Mm.
And just a quick reminder from me, if I recall, Rudy and Arthur, you're in the same room, right?
Correct.
Mhm.
Yes.
And in your room is also Pesty and Sin.
Yes.
Good. And Lena had a room of their own, and Goose, Gerald, and Nana, you were in one room.
Yes, correct.
Good. When the morning comes to, Arthur waking up first, you hear this, there's rain, and it's like, as you exit the room, you see all of the hammocks, the cots where the crew sleeps, and they don't seem like low on morale, but they seem annoyed by the weather. Definitely. There's like a lot more people downstairs than up on deck where they would usually be about.
Arthur's gonna sort of push his way to get up top of the deck, and he's gonna run straight up to the wheel.
Yeah, the captain is standing on up there holding the wheel, and you can see there's no rain around the captain.
Arthur's gonna move a little bit closer to the captain to get out of the rain.
And he looks at you. Good morning, Arthur. And as he says that, he looks towards you, and there's like almost like the rain stops falling on you. Like this area of non-rain just expands ever so slightly.
He's just being a jerk and making it rain on the boat. Oh my god!
That's so funny.
I love it. How are you this morning, Captain?
Very good. We should be hitting Southport by dawn tomorrow.
Oh, very, very good. Is there a cup of cocoa? I left it up here somewhere.
Cup of cocoa? No, I cannot say I have seen any such.
No, that's okay. No, that's fine. Talk about cocoa. Do you like cocoa? Do you want some?
Do you have a cocoa?
Well,
I can't say I've had a cup in quite a while.
eyebrows, pulls out the flask.
Mm-hmm.
And he rolls a d6. Come on, marshmallows. Dang it. Just normal hot cocoa for the captain. Here, give it a go.
Thank you. And he starts sipping it. Quite warm. And as he stands there, he's holding it, and you can see almost swirls in the cocoa just forming by themselves as he's stirring the ship.
Arthur's just going to stare at the cup a little bit. It's like, hey man, that's a cool trick.
Just as as a background to this happening, you just see like coming up from below decks. You know, like Gerald's hat obviously comes first. You just see this like head coming like up the stairs. Dunk, dunk. Nope. Goes back down as soon as it starts raining.
Of course.
This captain looks down. Your friend doesn't like the rain, I take it? And then he takes a sip of the cocoa.
Look, that's Gerald. I can't really say what he does or don't like, to be honest.
Very well. How did you sleep? Was it okay? You have not been throwing up as much as the first few days. Are you doing better?
I feel like I got my sea legs, but I've also got this ring that was given to me. That's sort of helps with it, and I'll show off the ring. The water walking.
Oh, the one you found on the corpse, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes. So it's made me feel actually quite peckish for once. It's the first time I've been on this boat that I've actually felt like I want to eat.
Well, I assume breakfast will be ready in maybe an hour or two.
Eggs.
But if you're hungry, right now, I'm sure.
Eggs!
And
Okay, can we get
all of a sudden the door to the mess on the other end of the ship just burst open, and you just see Harkin comes out. Eggs!
Can we get an animation of like our characters like dancing like eggs and then
Banana's more doing eggs like this because like, short.
They'll all be doing like the gremlins dance like this.
Harkin walks by a few people. They grab some people just grab an egg. Some people go no. Some other grab He pretty much tosses one up, and the captain just like drops the wheel, catches the egg, puts it in a pocket, keep steering.
In a pocket.
I had a quick little
Pocket.
thought.
Pocket.
Pocket.
You gotta have a pocket egg.
Damn
You never
straight.
know when you'll need one.
You gotta save an egg in these trying times.
Oh my god, yes. I just had a quick question. We never cast prestidigitation on
Sorry, what now?
No, say it again.
no,
Yeah.
no,
What spell?
no,
Say it
One more time.
no.
What was that?
We never cast president.
No, I didn't quite catch that one.
You keep cutting out.
It's
Yeah, one more
Presti. It's prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
I can't say it
No, no,
clearly.
no, you can.
well,
My
you
tongue
can.
doesn't work.
What
We
do you want to
believe in
cast
you.
it on?
No,
What was
but we no.
planned?
My thought is, I don't recall us casting it on the ring that Arthur is wearing. Therefore, Arthur is wearing a ring with corpse giblets on it. Just pointing that out.
No, you guys did
Surely we
identify.
washed it at some point.
Identify as not cleaning
Look,
it.
It's been in the salt water. It's fine.
It's fine. But
It builds
you have
character.
And disease.
Yay!
I don't know, Balvi. It's not Rudy's weakness. It's Aussie's weakness. Pronunciations.
It is. It's something I've inherited from my mother.
Do we still know how
but-
to say defibrillator?
No.
While Arthur continues having a very casual morning conversation with the captain, the rest of you stir to, and there's a moment, Rudy, where you feel something poking you in the side in the morning.
Well, that ain't Arthur.
Wow.
No, and you hear Rudy, Rudy, are you asleep? Rudy?
No methods. No. What?
What? I don't know what a method is, but I think I need your help. And as you turn over, you see Pesty standing there, one hand on the ledge of your bunk, and just like poking at you.
Oh, Pesty, you should be careful who you poke. I might have, killed you or something. What's wrong?
Fucking hell.
And he just. Okay. I think he just. I don't know, but and he looks over his shoulder and you can see Sin is like tossing in her sleep. You can see she's flushed. I don't think
Oh no, that's not good. That's not good at all, is it? Yeah, that's not good. That definitely nope, not good at all. Well, okay. How long has she been like this?
I don't know. I think she started getting a fever last night. Or maybe she was always having a fever but she didn't tell me. She said she was doing fine, so I didn't prod and poke too much, But I feel like this is I have to put my foot down. No, can you do anything?
Of course I can. What are friends for? Okay, so what? Okay, so I will do a heal check. On
Medicine check?
on Sin. Yeah, medicine check. Sorry. There it is. Hey, we'll take that. We'll take that to the bank. It's a 20.
20. You look over and what you can see just straight off. Feverish, sweating, flushed, hard of breath. Like she's struggling to breathe. She's breathing heavily, raggedly. And you and you just there has to be something, and you start like essentially doing a more thorough examination, looking things over. You tell Pesty to go get like cold water and a cloth, and you realize while Pesty is away and you're pretty much lifting the blankets, that Sin has been sleeping like fully clothed. Like we're not talking like undergarments, like with all clothing on. And there is one thing that you realize quite quickly. There's some sort of black spot on her left leg that's just showing as the leg pant has curled up at night.
After a closer analysis of this black spot, is it similar to the wound that we saw on Tej?
No. This looks...
Okay.
I will say, with your medicine check, this looks like some sort of necrosis.
Oh, that's your specialty, Rudy.
Is it now? Wherever did you get that idea?
It just looks like tissue death.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a wound as such. It's just that's where the tissue is dying.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Well, that doesn't bode well for the leg.
And if you do a thorough examination, as you're doing this, moving blankets, you're carefully like folding the the pant leg upwards. Sin is not seeming to react at all. Almost completely knocked out.
First things first, just to not nip this one in the bud, Rudy casts Remove Curse just before doing anything else.
You do the signatures. You put your hand on the leg. No effect.
Okay,
There's
cool.
no curse.
Just thought I'd get that one out of the way to begin with.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm not really sure what else I can do to that. Done. All right. Rudy essentially peeks his head out the door to see if Nana's around. He calls out softly to like the other room, like, Nana, are you there?
Oh, what? Oh, I'm just having egg. What?
Nana, this is no time for egg. Put that egg in your pocket.
It's always time for egg. What's going on?
Okay, no.
It's always time for egg.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to cause a ruckus about egg. It's not about egg. Just, Goose, it's okay. The eggs are okay. Eggs are okay.
Want some egg?
I'd love one. Not right now, Goose. Thank you. Nana, I need I need you to get in here. Quickly.
Oh, okay, yes. What?
And as you're calling Anna over, you see Pesty coming with like what looks to be a little bucket and a pile of cloths hanging off it through just like almost looks like, oh no, and start like moving even quicker towards the rooms coming back.
When we get in there, Rudy, shows the leg and goes, Nana, I think Sin has been pulling a fast one on us. I don't think they're doing too well at all.
So Ozzy, you've done a medicine check.
I have,
so
yeah.
Can I do like a nature check to see if I would have anything in my
Sure,
kit?
go ahead.
help?
That's essentially why Rudy called Nana in.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Just like ease, like fever, stuff like that.
Anything. Oh,
Yeah.
Nana. Oh, Nana, why? The first one's always the worst. You'll never know. It was a 10, by the way.
It was a 10.
Yeah.
You look over, you do a quick once over, and Pesty comes in with a bucket, and your initial thought is just symptom treatment. You don't know what these black spots are, but you go into, for lack of a better term, nurse mode. You quickly grab the bucket from Pesty, and you simply just started dabbing, trying to cool Sin down. Like,
Yeah. That's what Nana does.
Nana, what are you doing?
It's going to be okay.
Nana,
Remind-
that doesn't help with dance. It's not the time for dancing.
For future, I'm gonna make a note. If we ever take a week break in the future, we gotta remember to set off properly 30 minutes to just fuck around. Get the energy. Oh, no, but you essentially you start doing your best to just symptom treat. You're working on the fever. You're listening for the breathing, checking pulse, and you go through your herbal know-how, and it's early morning. You've barely had breakfast. This came out of nowhere. You're not quite awake yet, and you're feeling like you should. There's a feeling of you should be feeling more urgent. You should know what to do, but it's almost like this faint, paper-thin layer of non-empathy. It's just like, there's a really annoying, like, I should be caring a lot more. What's going on?
Nana? There. You did disrupt her from egg.
I did.
She's not awake yet.
Okay. So, alright.
Let's just super quick. What's going on in the other room with Goose and Gerald as Nana is being dragged off, essentially, across the corridor into the other room?
Well, we were just sitting there having breakfast at first, eating eggs and do whatever.
Yeah,
Anything that Gerald was doing?
He would have just been, leafing through his spell book and, maybe jotting down some notes and thoughts and things. Trying to,
okay.
piece things together for himself.
Okay, so you're just leaving them to their thing, not really
I mean, we haven't
interacting with that.
I mean, do I?
No,
even know
that's what
what's
I'm
going
saying.
on at the
You're
moment?
staying put. You're staying in the room, doing your own things. I just
Yeah,
want to make sure.
unless I know
everyone-
there's
Here's
something
what
serious going on, or unless I'm being called for directly. I mean,
Okay.
I wouldn't know anything's going on.
Yeah,
Well, Goose
just
probably
wanna-
would
just wanna
have
check
like
in.
poked his head out just to kind of see what was going on, and everyone rushing into the room is like, they seem a little busy. I'll check on them later. Just like not wanting to. You can see the big boy, and there's a lot of people going into one room. It's like, it's just going to take up too much space.
So, back in the room then. What's the plan?
The plan is the necrosis, like, how far is it spread? Is it just the leg?
If
does
you do a more thorough check of Sin's body, and you realize it's one of the legs have like spots here and there all along the calf and shin, and the other one seems to have just one spot, like just
The
below
other
the
leg?
knee. Yeah.
Oh god. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh god.
And the leg with the multiple spots, it looks bad. It's like
Yeah.
the leg looks
Yep.
unnaturally atrophied as well.
Okay.
Like it's, and Pesty's just standing behind both of you.
we
is
know it's
there
not a
anything
curse.
else I can do?
Yes, Pesty, can you go ask Goose to go see if there's anyone on the ship that knows anything about diseases? Like a ship's doctor or anything like that? And can you get
Someone get a cleric.
Rudy's knowledge is not infinite. He's done the medicine check. Like, what more do you want from him?
Yeah, well, that was a generic. You could definitely ask to do more about specified things.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I was thinking, like, would Rudy have to do, like, a history check to think if he's, if anything, like, if he's read anything or seen anything of this nature?
Definitely. That's one thing you could do.
Well, therein lies the problem. But we'll roll anyway and see where that goes.
That's
Hey, a
D&D for
15!
you.
A 15! That's,
Hey.
we'll take that plus 0 and run with it.
Okay, with a 15, good check. You do a quick scan over Nana's now, like in just pretty much getting all the sweat off, trying to cool down the body. Also looking through your bag of holding, getting a few herbs out, and pretty much mixing in with the bucket, like you just like, because it's got like the cooling effect. You put in some mints. You get your piece of, like, get a piece of ice in there. Like if you could probably if you go to Lena, you could probably get that one piece of ice that would just help.
Not that ice.
Maybe.
Not our friend's ice.
But with the history, you instantly have the realization that necrosis cannot be reverted.
Right.
Sure.
Okay.
First course of action would be to try
Remove
and
the-
just remove the spots as
Yep,
best you
that's...
can.
Alright.
I have a question. Can Nana
Yes.
make non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs, such as ibuprofen?
Ibuprofen.
Not that I'm looking anything up. just wondering if she has this know.
Nana pulls out like an almanac and like a mortar and pestle and. Oh my god.
I mean,
Or an
I'd say if you wanted to, you could start the process of creating essentially like a herbal fever-reducing agent.
Okay.
Okay.
By just mixing what you have access to. It would take you some time, but you could definitely, if you make another nature check.
Yeah, Larspan literally just suggested amoxicillin or whatever it is
Oh,
you
I'm
just
sure
said.
that was on the list. Google never lies.
Okay, Rudy has Rudy's just come up with a plan. A plan that, okay. First things first, he turns to Pesty and goes, Pesty, I need you to trust us.
Yes. Okay.
Do you trust me?
And yes, Nana, you have enough. It would take you an hour, but you could definitely make essentially like a reduction that would have some fever-reducing anti-inflammatory agents.
Can I summon my mushroom to keep nursing for me?
Definitely.
Excellent.
The mushroom sprouts from the planks of the ship and takes over, essentially just like patting Sin down. As you run over to the other room where you already have your like potion lab set up. But while you're doing that, yes, Rudy, go ahead.
Okay, Pesty, you trust us. You trust me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Believe me, what we're going to do is what's best for Sin.
I trust you completely.
Excellent. I need you to go get me Goose and Gerald and to not come back in this room.
Okay. Okay, for how long?
Until I come get you.
Okay. Okay. And just takes a deep breath, walks over, pretty much like right behind Nana. As you close the door behind you, Goose and Gerald, you see Nana coming in, her bag open, and as she closes the door, it opens again, and Pesty pokes his head in and says, Rudy's asking for you, Gerald, Goose.
Is everything alright?
I don't know. And he then goes over and pretty much like sits down against the wall, like under like the window of the room that leads out, like the small circular window. He just sits down, like curls his knees up towards his chest, and it's just watching Nana get to work.
Nana will try to include him to keep him busy, I think.
Before Goose leaves, he wants to kneel down to Pesty and say, no matter what, I don't know what's going on, but if Rudy is in there, he knows what to do. Everything will be fine. Don't worry. And gets up.
I'm sure.
Yes, Gerald's already heading into the room.
Yeah, and Goose will follow.
Rudy, what's going on? What do you need me for?
Okay.
Is everything all right?
Rudy makes sure the door is closed before saying
Close
this.
the door behind us.
No, it's not. Sin's legs are dying, and they need to be removed.
Oh.
ASAP.
Yeah, and you look over and you see the black spots. Some of them are like pinky nail sized, and some are like almost this big. They're like
Oh my goodness.
almost clustered.
It's a form of necrosis, and it's spreading. It doesn't appear to be magical in nature. I don't know what's caused it, though. However, what I do know is if this continues beyond, so far it's localized in the legs. If we remove the legs, we can save her life. If
Do
we
you even know
don't,
what's causing this?
I do not.
How do you know that removing the legs is the solution? Are you certain it's not arcane in nature?
I'm fairly certain.
Is it a bug bite? Is it a disease? Am I going to catch the disease, Rudy?
No, Gerald,
These are
I've done a
important
thorough
questions.
examination of Sin. At this moment, whatever is causing this is inside her, whether it's a disease or I don't know if it's a result of temperature. I don't know.
You can restore people, can you not? Can't you just restoration this away?
Rudy decides a practical show is probably easier and uses he uses a level 1 healing word and just sort of nonchalantly casts it towards Sin.
Yeah. it looks like it alleviates fever. The
Hmm.
breathing gets like a little slower, but the spots, no difference.
Is
Really-
it only on the legs or is it anywhere else?
As from what I can see, yes, it is only on her legs.
Can we determine whether it's disease or poison or...
Both Nana and I have done a thorough examination. I suppose. I mean, Rudy can cast detect magic.
Hmm?
There he
You
goes.
Like a shot?
haven't tried detect magic? You said it was not arcane in nature and you haven't checked. Is this what you call me for, Rudy? I swear, sometimes.
Are you casting detect magic?
Yes.
There's no magic. Well, false. Sin seems to have some innate magic in herself, but the legs, there's nothing going on with the legs. It's almost you can sense a magic coming from Sin.
Wait, is Sin still wearing the fur?
Sin is
That
currently
goose- that
just wearing
goose-
undergarments.
Okay.
No, Sin is
Goose.
just wearing
She
undergarments.
wasn't wearing the fur that Goose gave her.
No.
Nah,
Okay.
Goose took
alright.
that back
Goose took it
afterwards.
back. Okay. Cool.
All right, give me a moment. I'm going to set up a identify ritual and see if there's any spells affecting them.
You take the time, you all wait, you pretty much just pacing as the ritual goes through. There's no spell affecting Sin at this moment.
All right. So if it's not arcane in nature, then therefore it must be disease or poison, yes? Or
Yes.
some sort of adverse reaction to a sting or a bite.
There
or
is
something?
there is no puncture wound anywhere on her body that I can see.
Very well. So disease or poison then. You have the means to deal with each of these.
Not right
maladies,
now.
do you not?
Not at this point in time, Gerald.
I see. Then how long would it take you to prepare such things?
8 hours.
Oh no, and Nana's on it. I'm helping. 1 hour, baby. 1
Nana,
hour.
are you able to?
No,
do you have
Nana's
any-
not in there.
Oh,
I'm just reminding you.
Nana's working on a herbal paracetamol thing. Just some
The problem here is, Gerald, if we wait and this spreads to her waist, to her chest, she's dead. This is necrosis. The flesh is dying.
with your 20 medicine check, her right leg, you could probably just remove the one spot.
Mm.
I
The
literally
left
just typed
leg-
that in
Yeah.
this chat.
Left leg, while you could make the effort of trying to simply just remove all the various spots, there would the amount of muscle tissue that would remain would maybe be able to walk on, but not like the muscle tissue doesn't grow back. So it's
So
like
as far as
as far as it comes to saving legs, yes, there's depending on how well certain things go, you could make sure that Sin still has legs. But the left leg would probably be very, very low
Yeah.
capacity.
and I believe you don't get greater restoration for quite some time, right?
It's 5th level.
so in terms of Rudy's thinking, he in his knowledge, maybe Darcy isn't explaining it correctly, but Rudy believes that this is a it's necrosis, the legs are dying.
And you would know necrosis is most commonly caused by bacteria. It comes
Yes.
from
Yes.
it could come from any type of infection.
Exactly,
If you know
yeah.
that Sin caught something while they were
Yes,
traveling
yeah.
to the city of Bourne.
So again, maybe I'm not explaining it correctly. However, Rudy knows what he's talking about when he says,
So out of game, then, do you have lesser restoration?
No, I do not. There is no magical means to repair this
No,
in
I'm not talking
Rudy's
about repairing
repertoire.
the legs. I'm talking about removing the cause.
No, I do not.
You don't have less restoration?
No, I do not.
But it's not prepared.
It's not prepared. 8 hours. It spreads. She dies. Like,
All right. Well, at what pace is this thing actually spreading?
Well,
It's been weeks since
in the time that we've been
they would have taken this wound, right? Surely is one day between her and death?
In that case, within the time that Rudy's been assessing her, has has there been a visible change?
Well, the most alarming factor is the fact that she spiked a fever overnight, and she's now having trouble breathing. She's sweating profusely. So it's a call to make.
What about those teas we made last time? What were they?
I'm not one for, obviously medicine is Nana's in your own domain. But I would think surely if just logically, purely, if she's lasted this long, surely 8 hours for a cure is not too much to ask. And in the meantime, we triage the symptoms, yes? Or what are you going to do? You're just going to lop off the leg and not treat the core of the disease? I don't think that makes much sense, Rudy.
Okay, well... Alright, then, Gerald, what do you want to do then?
You called me in here. I was quite happy reading my book.
Well, I had a plan, and you've come in and just gone... Okay, alright, well, fine.
Well, what is your plan? What do you want to do? Young girl.
The leg that is too far gone, in what was described to Rudy is that it's too far gone. That was what was described.
And even with lesser restoration, looking at this leg, I don't know if I'm not describing it properly, but it's pocked with black sores that are like atrophying away. Even with lesser restoration, it won't regenerate any tissue. She would be left with a deformed, like handicapped left leg, regardless.
In that case, okay, all right. In that case, here, all right, okay. In that case, is Rudy leaves the room, goes and grabs Nana.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Nana, we need you for 2 seconds. Arthur's obviously not back down here, so we'll have to just do this. And it's like, okay, then we have 2 options ahead of us. I have a plan that would allow us to remove Sin's leg, and take care of the other leg in a process that I don't believe would either that would kill her, essentially, or put her into shock, or we can wait the 8 hours required for me to prepare a spell of remove disease, remove poison, remove poison and possibly lesser restoration as well, and we can see if that does anything. However, if it doesn't do anything, then we are 8 hours down, and we might have to do more drastic measures. What do we want to do? I'm asking us as a group. What do we want to do?
I'm just going to ask a question to Josie. Cure wounds obviously wouldn't do anything here,
no,
right?
It only gives hit points back. It's...
Okay. Yeah.
We could just kind of play it by ear. Like, we keep an eye on the symptoms, see if there's any more spread. We could treat the right leg with the one spot straight away. So at least then we are saving that leg. We monitor the other legs, see how it spreads. If it does look like it's spreading too far, then we take it off. If we can last the 8 hours in which we can get the appropriate stuff prepared, then we go ahead with that plan.
Yeah, but you can't interrupt Rudy. The whole point is that it's an extended rest. Rudy it's either a rest or nothing. So if we have to do anything, if that left leg gets worse and you need to do something, you need to do it without Rudy. Or we lose the progress.
Essentially, to re-prepare spells, Rudy needs to take another long rest.
Back to sleep.
Pretty much.
I mean, Nana can weigh in here and go.
Yeah, that's what...
Yeah, okay. Well, if it's a question of having your life or having a leg, I think I'd rather have a life. I'm not very familiar with this, but if we can take... I think you said take as little as possible from one leg, and you know what? I feel like magic has come a very long way, and I hope we can find a suitable replacement. But I think Sin might like to have a life. She's very young.
The question is,
I want Nana to make a history check.
Yeah.
I doubt any of us are considering letting them die. Of course, like that's a. I don't think that's a question in anyone's mind here.
Nat 20, baby!
Hey.
23.
There is one person. The fuck was that?
There's one person.
Sorry, that's my work phone.
There's one person, and he's too radical for these lads.
Oh.
You know, one of the kids.
Wait.
One of the kids, the younglings in Bandoria, as you call them.
Oh, yes.
You've seen her weave limbs. Actually mold tissue and regrow limbs.
Oh, damn. Like if Sin lost a leg, she could just regrow it.
You don't know the requirements of such a thing, but you've witnessed it.
Ooh.
Well, that's pretty fucking cool. She's like a lizard. All right.
Well, not on herself. You've seen the Archdruid of the Leaf Order, Gianna Greensprout, grow an arm back for someone who lost it.
Okay. Well, you know what? Nana has suddenly remembered this fact and brings it up to the rest of the group, and says, something along the lines of, I know we're not lizards, but sometimes limbs can be replaced. I myself have seen this happen, and I think I'd like to say we might be able to see it again if we need to take this course of action with Sin. Perhaps we can help Sin and Pesty get to the Archdruid and see what they can do to help.
Fantastic, but that is after we deal with the problem that is in front of us now.
Well, yes, that's why I was,
I think that's
supporting you, Rudy.
Nana's trying to make with you. Yes.
that was a support for you.
Okay, so we have 2 for doing something immediately, and Gerald, are you in favor of waiting?
Rudy, I have nothing to do with healing. This is not my area of expertise. I simply came in here because you called me here. All I can provide you is my own logic and arcane knowledge.
Yes.
If you think it needs to be done, then do it. I don't know what you're asking me.
Okay, all right.
Rudy, I think we're all going to follow you in this point. None of us are as good at medicine. I only know natural things, and sometimes natural herbal supplements are not what people need. Sometimes they need a fucking vaccine.
Look, Rudy, if you're feeling uncomfortable, I understand. We're here to help you. I don't know what we need to do to help you with this, but you just need to tell us what you need.
Yes,
We'll
and
help.
I appreciate that. But when I say it's something and you want to spend time figuring out if it's not that thing after I've already checked. Anyway, it doesn't matter now.
I
don't know.
As a DM, I want to step in here and say, it also comes down to Gerald having book knowledge. Gerald is pretty much like, I know these spells by name, I know what they do. When it comes to restoration spells, removing poison disease, the book, the instructions say this is how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas Rudy would be like, yeah, but I know how the disease works.
Yeah.
Whereas Gerald could be like, if we wait, shouldn't, as per rules as written, this spell work? And Rudy's going, yeah, maybe, but Rudy would be the one who would be able to tell over time. If Rudy's the one who needs to go sleep and prepare, Rudy would be out of bounds, and Rudy would be the one who could tell if the disease is spreading too fast, if the case is getting too bad. Essentially. So it's...
And meanwhile, Nana's here, I like plants! Anyway, Nana's going to interject again and go, whatever we want to do, I think it's only fair that we let Pesty know. Because I think Pesty, as her guardian, deserves to know what we're doing and should have a say in it, even though I think Rudy knows what's best. And I'm happy to go do that once you decide, Rudy. I'm very happy to
I will.
keep Pesty with me as
Okay.
I prepare that.
I'll
You should-
present the two options to Pesty, and I will let Pesty decide. Goose, can you quickly check the ship since I know you run the fastest and have the loudest voice? I need you to find the ship's doctor.
I can do that.
Excellent. Maybe just quietly ask the captain first, then run around like a headless chicken.
Gotcha.
Excellent.
Captain first, then chicken. Okay.
Excellent. That's it. Perfect.
Not a goose.
Alrighty.
Goose heads straight for the captain.
Perfect.
Yeah, you head straight for Captain. You run through like essentially the cargo deck where everyone's just hanging out right now, and they're looking at you as you run by. You come up, the rain is pouring down, and you just get instantly wet. And as you look around, you look up, you see at the wheel Arthur and the captain, dry. It's apparently not raining around them, but you see them stand like having just casual conversation.
Captain, I need to speak with you.
Yes,
It's very important.
what
Sorry.
is it?
Is there a doctor on board?
Well, and you see the captain like almost squints his eyes for a moment, and then from the door from the captain's cabin out you see Alana, the first mate, steps out and looks around, looks up. She sees the captain, gives him a nod, sees Arthur, looks towards Goose and says, "You need my help?"
How did you do that?
I love her.
Yes. My friend needs your help. Quickly, please.
Okay, what do you need? And she just walks to essentially meet you. What's going on?
Our friend, Sind, she has started to form these spots on her leg. One only has one spot, the other one has a lot. But please, we're trying to figure out what's going on. If you could have a look, as many people could help.
Okay, let's. And she just starts like essentially while you're talking, like shooing you forward, like, okay, let's go down and have a look.
Right, yeah,
So I was like,
let's
let's
go.
walk and talk.
Yeah, heading off.
And
And just kind of
Yeah,
fills her in with everything that's going on as we're walking back.
let's quickly hop back. Rudy, you're walking into the room. Pesty's just sitting against the wall, like knees up against his chest, just hugging his own legs.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Everything okay, I hope.
Look, Pesty,
I'm
not.
You know, Rudy. Sorry. I just tell me. I can take it. I know I seem frail, but you know, just.
Pesty, you're one of the
closes his
strongest.
eyes.
You're one of the strongest men I know. No one else could have done what you could have done with the people and guiding those people on the ice. You're a stronger man than I think most men are back on the mainland.
I appreciate the sugarcoating, but please.
We have two options. It is. I don't know what has caused this. With longer examination, I could probably figure it out. But as of right now, all I can see is that there is necrosis on both of Sin's legs. If this spreads, she will die.
Okay.
We have two options. The first option is a little drastic. We can remove the leg that is very far gone, and we can attempt to remove the necrosis from the second leg.
Okay.
The second option is I could prepare a few spells that might be able to remove or postpone the damage that is being done to her body until we reach the mainland. However, that will take 8 hours, and if we do take that 8 hours and it doesn't do anything, then I fear the necrosis could spread further. Those are essentially the two options that we have, as of from my opinion right now.
And you're confident that if you had to remove the leg, are you confident that you could do it safely?
I have an ability that allows to put someone in a state that is essentially simulated death. I would do that, which would theoretically stop whatever is happening for 1 hour. We could then remove the leg. She would feel no pain at all, not even go into any state of shock. We could then attempt to heal the wound that is left, and that is that is essentially the crux of my plan. I could put her into a state that is essentially, she wouldn't even know. I mean, she wouldn't even know what would be happening. It would be nothing to her until she woke up. So I believe the body itself wouldn't go into shock.
That sounds like it would cause the least amount of pain.
That is what I think as well.
I'd like to do what hurts her the least. And he carefully stands up and he takes a step closer. If you give me your word that you can do this, I will put all my trust in you. If you can do what you're telling me, if you can make the pain go away, if you can just do it. Do it. It's
Pesty,
whatever hurt causes the least amount of pain.
I give you my word that I will do everything within my power to save Sin's life. And then as he turns and leaves the door, he goes, however, I'm only mortal. And there is a limit to my power.
And Pesty just stands there. Arthur, what do you do when you see Goose came out, said a few words to the captain, Alana hesitated on you for a moment, but didn't give you any indication or anything, and then went downstairs with Goose? What's going through your mind?
Arthur's gonna put his arm on the wood there, looks at the captain, and goes, where did you find your first mate?
Well, I can't say I found her. She found me.
Oh?
Yes, she said she came from a little village up the coast.
Has she been with you long?
Handful of years?
Does she talk to you very often about her past, or, you know, any of the pain that she's been through?
If there's anything you want to know, please ask properly. I do not like the dancing of words.
But do you know the pain that she went through?
No, I do not. But what I do know is that she can see pain in others.
Yes, she's seen.
No,
pain of...
Arthur, literally.
Oh.
And as we come down, as Goose, you step into the room, Alana walks in and she puts her eyes on Sin and just pretty much rushes over. And at pretty much the same time that Rudy, you've entered the room again. And Gerald, for a moment, there were just you and Nana in there. What's going through Gerald's mind at this juncture?
Basically, he's just pretty powerless in this kind of situation. It's quite outside of his domain of, like, knows about things, but in this instance, there's not much he can really do. So he'll sort of just be sort of in the corner, I guess, just, you know, nervously twiddling his fingers, really, and sort of wondering what it is he can actually do here.
Well, he provided perspective, which I think is important.
Oh no, from this
And-
point, like I've
Oh,
gone through
yeah,
what
it-
few tools I have and
Rudy has a very
it's out
good.
of my hands.
He has a very specific tool he would like Gerald to maybe use in a second.
Oh, you
In-
and
can absolutely
what's
ask
going
me.
through Nana's mind?
Nana was thinking about it and just sort of going over and, thinking about like people who have lost a limb before, thinking about the Archdruid, thinking about even if that doesn't work, she sees a lot in Sin. She sees a lot of energy. She sees a lot of, Sin's been through a lot, but still is bouncing back and keeping high spirits. And she's just hoping that Sin can bounce back from this quickly, but she doesn't think it'll keep Sin down because she does realize, living 400 years, you realize, just probably having a good life is more important than having 4 limbs or however many limbs you're supposed to have, So she thinks that Sin will be able to still do everything that she wants. And she's just sort of thinking about that and then thinking, shit, I never went in and talked to Pesty with him. So she's like, maybe I'll go keep Pesty occupied during this time.
Had Nana mentioned to anyone at all the knowledge that you could grow back a limb?
Yeah.
She did
Yeah,
mention
she
it
did.
out loud
She
to
told us.
everyone in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were in there, you would. I think you would have heard.
Yeah.
It.
Rudy comes back in, and behind comes Goose and Alana. And as soon as Alana steps in, she puts her eyes on Sin, and power walks just like the few meters towards the bed, gets on her knees, puts a hand on Sin's forehead, turns to all of you, and just says, "The child is dying." And then just looks down at Sin, and that's where we're gonna take a quick break. Those who need to go to the bathroom do so. I want to check in. How's everyone doing? I want to know if we should fast forward through things, or if you want to go through all of this. Just
No,
to
I
make
think this
sure
is
everyone's
important.
Okay.
This is important.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't mind going through all this. I'm annoyed at myself for forgetting to do the magic check.
Nah, it's alright. There's a lot going on. It's a very
happens.
stressful situation.
To be fair, Rudy's training is still in like practical medicine. You probably
Yeah.
just went into like your healing mode because you're
Triage
still
step.
trained in traditional medicine.
Yeah.
And your brain.
Yeah.
You would. Rudy also would have probably, even though coming across magical ailments is fairly new, your brain would probably be like, it's bacterial necrosis. Why would there be magical involved?
Yeah,
But it could have been magic
It
involved.
could have been. Yeah.
There's definitely.
Gerald's immediately, it's magic.
And Rudy was like, "It's not." Like,
I'll be right back.
no.
Yeah.
Rudy's plan is to have Gerald sear the wound.
I don't think I'll
That-
need to.
Sear the wound.
'cause
Sear
she
the
could
wound.
Just cure wounds and that's gone. And the wound is closed.
I meant more on the other leg. Because if
I mean,
like,
same thing though. Just cure.
well, yeah, I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the question comes into how many hit points is the ceiling cut off limb.
Oh yeah.
So
There's a what?
it's
Yeah.
up to you how you want to do it. Like cure wounds, like
I mean,
while it
'cause sure, I
heals
could
wounds.
cauterize it, but yeah, cure wounds literally closes any.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
So,
Yeah, well, it. Fine. Well, we'll see what happens.
I mean, I could just cast a level 3. I mean, I did. Yeah, I've got 2 more level 3 slots.
I mean,
But,
we already
I
will-
know it's nothing magical. We know that there's no spell on it.
Mm.
You know, it should just be pretty mundane.
The
for me.
only question is going to be, Rudy has a niggling thought at the back of his mind right now about Urgathoa.
Oh,
Like, it's necrotic, it's blight, and he's about to, like, removing the limb I think would be fine. Saving Sin's life through practical matters I think would be fine, but the healing of the wound afterwards, I'm not entirely sure. That's
Well,
the thing I'm worried about.
Bleed out.
No,
No,
like
but that's why.
yeah.
That's probably why, like Rudy would ask Gerald to do something.
Yeah, I don't think I've got any tool. I mean, look, when you ask him, he'll go through it. But out of game, he probably doesn't have a lot of tools that could safely do such a thing.
Also, I will point out, Aussie, you've been so far in the campaign. You've been great at like asking to do special things with your various features, and I'd say keep that in mind going forward. Because there's one you have that might, like, depending on how things go, might be useful.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look, when we get back into the game, you can ask, and Gerald will tell you. But yeah, I mean, like I might do more harm than good.
Yeah, yeah. Rudy doesn't know that though, so
no, exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly refill my water bottle before we get back into it.
Okay.
What?
I should probably run to the little froze room. I should, and I will. Josie, you're in charge of all the chats. Good luck.
I'm in charge. Wow. It's me. I'm in charge. Weehoo. I have no idea what to do with this. I hope everyone's okay all over the place. I hope it's not too much. Yeah, I don't know what to say right now. Hello. I hope you're all doing well, and I will let everyone in all the chats know it's going to require a lot of really, really, really bad rolls for Sin to die. I'm not. The goal here is not to kill an NPC. I just want to point that out. Just want to let you all know. Thank you, Davey. It is heavy, though. I will point out it's a little bit heavy. I didn't think it would be. Honestly, didn't think this event would take up this much time and energy. But here we are. Oh, who's returning? Hello, Orb. I can't hear me.
Yeah?
Hello.
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 How are you doing?
Immensely in detail of everything that's happening so far. Orb's mind is blown. Arthur's
Imagine
mind
Arthur's. Yeah, imagine Arthur coming down there and just being like, leg, egg, leg.
Just brings an egg down.
Leg.
I've come back to some wonderful suggestions from chat on other ways we could deal with this. I think like chat and this goes to like, you know, everyone is suggesting things in all the chats. I love all the suggestions. I'm gonna keep doing what Rudy believes is the thing to do, but I do agree there could probably be better ways of going about it. Please don't just dub me like the man who wants to chop off limbs for the sake of it. I think this is yeah, there could be nicer ways to go about it, but I think Rudy's definitely more of a, you know.
Yeah, it's also kind of part of D&D, and while being a cleric or a druid gives you incredible versatility in your spell preparations, it also requires you to prepare them. If Rudy had, say, prepared like, oh, today I'm gonna prepare all the healing spells, this would have been solved in 5 minutes. It's just, it all comes down to essentially what happens is all.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
What did I miss? What are we talking about?
Oh, I'm just like
about...
there's a lot of suggestions, and because I asked for suggestions, like what else could we do in this situation, and I'm just saying like the reason I'm not gonna enact any of them is because I'm still gonna keep doing what I think Rudy would do in this situation.
Suggestions from your chat.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And then I was just explaining that, like, it all comes down to it is D&D, and Rudy's a cleric. Like, if he had prepared all those spells that Gerald essentially brought up, if those were all pre-prepared, this could have been over within 5 minutes. But since they weren't, that's why we're here right now.
And there is
one of the cool things about D&D. It's all about like, how do you play your character? What do you have access to?
It's all about dealing with what's in front of you with with what you've got. And, and that makes for interesting storytelling.
And I will say, like, the reason Rudy never seems to have these healing spells prepared until he is asked, there is a reason for it. There is a reason why he doesn't always seem to have, cure poison or cure disease or anything like that ready to go unless the situation needs it, and he'll go, yeah, I'll get it for the next day. But on a day-to-day basis, he doesn't have those for a reason.
They can't always guarantee like what's going to come ahead anyways. It's like when you have that like a whole bunch of antidotes sitting in your inventory when playing Pokemon, and then you never come across a poison Pokemon.
Yeah, we're playing Skyrim. We've got all these HP potions and we just don't want to use them ever,
Inventory in Skyrim.
All the cheese wheels.
Yeah, we just feed her a cheese wheel.
Feeding Sin just like 6 cheese wheels.
We have not. We have not. Yeah, absolutely.
Baskets on them.
Eggs. Done.
Eggs.
Are there eggs in Skyrim?
There are.
Eggs.
I was hoarding eggs for you, Nana, but you never popped in.
You'll be pleased to note that that the actual medical person in my chat approves of your course of action.
Oh shit! Really?
Oh,
thank
give us more
you.
context. What does
Thank
this
you.
human say? I want to know more.
Bold of you to assume it's a human.
Amputation is the right
Oh,
move.
sorry. Oh,
Wow, because I am as far away from a medical professional you could possibly get.
yeah. I do the, like, base level research. I write up what I think might be a cool or interesting like encounter, and it's just I don't know.
Sorry, no. That's not what I'm laughing at. Dave,
I
you
saw
put
the
it.
chat. I saw the chat.
I saw it.
Davey Dorky
It says
said,
Gaston needs 12, like a dozen eggs a day.
Oh yeah.
When Sin grows up, she's gonna need 5 dozen eggs.
Oh, don't we all?
It's a reason why we all go nuts whenever there's an egg in a game. We just start squawking egg.
I will say though, Darcy, never feel like you have to defend your in-game actions.
Yeah.
in an
Yeah, we've
out-of-game
already
manner.
established that
Yeah,
Gerald is like very, very like we've already had like the conversation about like
Yeah.
Roju is like okay with everything, but Gerald is very like, isn't this the logical way to go?
Yeah.
We gotta do the cooking by the book.
Yeah.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And Rudy's like, we gotta experiment with the cake.
And I'm like, no,
And he's like, he
experimentation
learned-
is terrifying.
Yeah.
And
We've
then
got
it's
it-
like, we just gotta eat the cake, okay?
Yeah, Rudy knows. Rudy
Yeah,
Well,
knows.
to
it's
the
okay.
cave.
It's okay. Nana, Rudy will barbecue that leg if that is what is required for you.
That is no. But maybe my twig blight.
Maybe the twig.
Feed it to the twig blight. They would like it,
I'm
actually.
kidding. By the way, Josie, I'm very much kidding here.
The
Give it a
cogs
taste.
No, I
turn.
mean twig blights are carnivores.
I know.
Could we
Oh,
use
I'm-
a twig
yeah.
blight like a leech?
Leech the
Actual
word.
Or a maggot?
Genius.
Oh, wait. No, what if we
Like
could
for
use...
medical purposes.
Well, yeah, because like you like what are those things that they use to like to eat necrotic things?
Yeah, maggots.
They literally
Maggots.
use maggots.
Maggots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they-
What if we,
Even in
Even
mo-
in
yeah.
space
the-
medicine, they
what if
still
we
use
use
maggots.
Did I
twig blight?
summon maggots? Holy fuck!
That is summons. Maybe we should get back into before
does
the
twig
ideas.
blight eat necrotic
Shit.
flesh? Like, could we use the twig blight like leeches? I mean, like
It eats-
Twig
maggots.
blights eat people. It's
They
not
just
gonna
Twig blight
stop.
eats people in general.
It'll just
I
eat
mean,
Zen.
Oh my god, that means we've got a way to dispose of bodies, Nana.
No, have you seen the movie? Have you seen the movie The Ruin?
Yeah.
That's about it.
Oh
Yeah.
I
god.
can summon
What's
a
it-
giant
It's a
fire
horror
beetle.
movie with like people eating plants.
Oh my god.
Wait, I could summon a giant fire beetle. It could eat the dead flesh and then scorch the rest and like sear the skin and it would be fine.
All
Yeah,
great
or
ideas, but
some,
we'll see.
summon the beetle,
Let's-
or Arthur has
Should
to
we get
speak
back
to
into
it.
it?
Hey, beetle,
We
eat
have,
this
we do have a
leg.
plan.
Eat this.
Nom 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 nom.
Turns around, gives me sass.
Oh, my
No, I won't eat that leg.
The
Yeah,
centipede?
what if the beetle's like, I'm a vegetarian? Oh.
I eat
Okay.
plant-based
But
flesh.
let's get back into it.
Yeah.
Alana has kneeled down before the child. Sin looks over towards all of you. He's holding a hand on Sin's forehead. Just looks at all of you. I'm not a doctor, but takes a deep breath. I can see pain. Physical, emotional, spiritual pain. I can... Looks around. I can make an assumption at what you're doing here, and all I can do is tell you how close she is to passing. I could keep just... That's what I could do. That's what I'm offering here. I can tell you how close she is to simply passing away.
And that is more than enough. Because thankfully, I am kind of a doctor. So,
I know, reassuring.
yeah, no, Rudy is now, the gravity of the situation is now sort of growing on him. Okay, alrighty.
Well, we can have Alana just kind of keeping an eye on vitals.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, to be fair, essentially, Alana has an ability called Pain Sight. She can see hit points and, like, essentially death saves situation.
Okay, cool. All right. In that case, all right. So Rudy addresses the group and goes, Pesty has essentially asked us to do what we can for Sin that would cause her the least amount of pain and has the most chance of success. And has essentially left the decision in my hands. Now, if I make the decision to remove the leg, the leg that is, as we can see, pretty much too far gone, do I have everyone's complete cooperation in this?
Yes.
I'm not sure what I can do for you, Rudy, but anything you need, of course.
Gerald, you have 2 spells I've seen you demonstrate that might be of use here. You saved my life back in the ice caves. How?
Oh, yes, I can
Oh yeah.
prevent death. If someone is on the verge, I can stabilize them should they be about to pass.
Excellent, because I am going to be requiring my full concentration on the leg itself. If I'm so sorry, this is the worst time, but your name? Rudy hasn't been introduced to
Alana.
Alana.
Sushiro.
Yeah, Alana. If you could inform Gerald if Sin is fading, Gerald, you can cast whatever spell it was, prevents him
As
from
many
dying.
times as need be, yes.
Excellent. Nana, I will need you to continue concocting whatever it was you were concocting before, and let Pesty know that we are going to do everything we can. And essentially just keep him from panicking and bursting in the door at the worst possible time.
Oh yes, I'll station the mushroom by the door. Don't you worry.
Oh,
And Army's like,
Army, I actually have... I need you to keep dabbing the forehead with the little face cloth. Excellent. Excellent. No, not that hard. Slow down. A little softer. Thank you.
Too cute.
We don't need to tell Nana how to look after a young one. it's a no. It's
but
a
you
no.
do need to tell Army.
Yeah, I mean...
Little mushroom.
Goose. Going to need your axe.
The big one or the little one?
Can you take the leg off in one hit with the little one?
I think Goose can. Well, it is only a hand
well,
axe. I don't know if he'd be able
Yes,
to get
but
enough swing out of that one.
but it has been magically enchanted, so it is technically sharper.
Sharp AF.
Are we not using a fucking scalpel? What is this?
Rudy doesn't have a scalpel. Who has a scalpel in this situation?
I don't know.
I feel
It's
a
not like you
magical
guys got a
axe would be
bone cutter
sharper
on
than a
board.
Scalpel, right?
I'll do what I can, but we'll have to be careful of the bleeding.
Yes, that is why I need to immediately cast Cure Wounds. That is why Gerald is on standby to prevent death. We all have a part to play, and let us pray that Arthur does not burst in at the worst possible time.
Well, should we not tell Arthur what's going on?
Nah.
We're a little beyond this. we're kind of at the edge of the cliff right now, and we need to jump.
All I see when I come in is Goose is like,
I know what it looks like!
I'll cast Mage
and-
Hand as
and, like-
well and help hold down with that.
Yeah, and it's just
Oh,
it's
that
just
I can roll a one and hit the
Arthur-
head.
Arthur walks in, and it's just like, essentially, we got Rudy, who's just there as like to do the first aid once it's down. It's done to like close the wound. We've got the Goose who's going to shop it off. We've got Alana going beep, beep, beep. we've got Gerald going clear.
And the mushroom's like...
Oh my god.
What a sight.
Almost
if they
fell.
be a
Yeah.
photo up.
It's the new hit show,
Is this just a
Dramonia
medical
ER.
drama show now?
Yeah. This
Yes.
is absolutely a spin-off series. Oh my god.
Can I be
love that.
Dr. McDreamy or whatever?
Absolutely.
No.
Absolutely. You
Rudy
can...
has to be Dr. McDreamy.
There's nothing dreamy
Call
about
dibs
Rudy.
on Oh, shit,
Dr.
his name from Scrubs.
McDreamy. Is this a thing?
I'm gonna be Turk.
Dr. McDreamy.
Yes.
Wait, what? Arthur's
JD!
who?
Yours would be JD!
Oh no, it's Grey's Anatomy. I'm sorry.
Others gonna be
Same thing.
Turk from
From
Scrubs.
Scrubs.
Wait, no, hang on. Doesn't Josie have to be JD? Because doesn't JD break the fourth wall sometimes?
Oh, he always breaks the fourth
Yeah,
wall,
so,
yeah.
and the dungeon mistress breaks the fourth wall.
True.
I'm the
Technically.
narrator.
Grace can be
I'm
Elliot.
just- I'm just the camera. I'm just holding
Anyway,
the camera.
let's-
Oh.
Yeah, sorry, we got
It's
to
gonna be Dr. Tom.
Anyway,
Alright,
yeah.
okay.
So what's the plan?
Okay, so the
plan?
now, unfortunately, this whole plan revolves around: does Sin instinctively trust Rudy? Because the whole point of the spell Rudy's about to cast, which is Never Hunger
Feign
Again,
death.
yeah, requires the subject essentially give. It's got to be a willing
Consent.
creature. Willing creature is the. Oh god, my eye is twitching. Oh god, stop. So essentially, oh god, it is actually ridiculous. Stop.
Well, I mean, you could make some sort of effort to try and give Sin a moment of lucidity and just like sign this paper.
Okay.
It's a consent.
Okay. All right. In that case, okay. Maybe if we're gonna have to get that actual in Rudy's knowledge, does he believe he can cast this spell while Sin is in a state of semi-consciousness, or does he believe he needs to get her to acknowledge that she is accepting he's going to cast a spell?
I'd say you haven't used it enough times to truly know
Okay.
the limitations of it.
Yep.
That's
And if he casts it and he fails, that's kind of it. So, okay. In that case, all right. First thing we need to do is we need to essentially wake her up a little bit, because I need to.
clarify something because I think this was explained before, but I forgot, and it is being brought up in my chat. When we cast like the Never Hunger, or when Rudy does the pulse stop, or is it just like imitating death?
Yeah, I'll pop it in. I'll pop it in.
it
Yeah,
is
how
for
am I
all
gonna
intents
know?
and no, for all intents and purposes, the subject is dead.
Yep. It should be in
It-
the
it
Discord
has-
now for everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
There it is.
It has resistance. It is blinded. It's incapacitated. It can't move. It gains resistance to all damage except psychic. It's immune to disease, poison, medicine checks, and spells cannot determine that this creature is alive.
So Alana's not going to be able to check if they're still alive or not, or requiring assistance.
No, but
Well,
because Alana's
Rudy was fucking
ability
mana.
all goes through hit points and death saves specifically.
Oh,
It's kind of like a
right,
meta
okay.
ability in a way. So I
little bit,
was
yeah.
banking on that.
Okay,
Excellent.
just double checking.
Cool. Okay, so all right, so
Oh no, but wait, if they have resistance to damage, does that mean we're gonna have to hack in?
No, we're gonna play it off that it's more resistance to the pain in this
Okay.
case.
that's the way Rudy was going.
It's
with
more
this.
it's an anesthetic. In this regard, it's
Yeah.
an anesthesia.
Yeah, that's exactly what Rudy was going for with this. Is
Okay.
that he can just knock her out to the nth degree
No,
here.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna. While you were all gone, I told all the chats that could hear me that I'm not planning on killing an NPC. You all have to roll shit for that.
Excellent.
Okay, thank goodness.
All right. Okay.
I got my inspiration points ready to go.
I don't
Yeah,
kill
killing an
NPCs,
NPC.
the other twin. Am I a joke, G?
Alrighty.
Where's the
Rudy.
lie?
Okay. So Rudy's got to somehow wake her up a little bit. Actually, Nana, does Nana have any herbs or something that we could like sort of like put in like a
Oh,
tea or
Nana
salt?
have herbs.
Yeah, like a smelling salt or something like that that we could like.
Oh.
Sort
She
of
has a
like-
herbalism kit, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
the smelling salt
Yeah.
will be in
I'll
there.
say make
Yep.
make a nature check.
All right. Let's hope it's
Use your
better than
herbalism
last time.
kit to go through your herbalism kit, see what you got, what concoctions might work.
We got a 19.
19. Yeah, you find a few like they just look like normal leaves, like with thick stems. But Nana, you know that if you break these, they have this like really pungent, bitter, strong smell for just a moment, like a burst.
Oh, perfect. All right, everyone, hold your nose.
Alright.
And you break it, you hold it, and there's a moment like as still being treated and lying there, there's a moment the eyes flicker open and there's a
I'm sorry about the smell.
Okay, so Rudy casts another level 1 healing word just to sort of hopefully clear the airways for a split second.
what do you say? What is the healing word?
The healing word is calm.
And as you do, there's a like a flaring. The blushing goes down just ever so slightly. The breathing calms down, and the eyes very slowly, very like almost like the eyes are stuttering. Looks all over all of you, and then she locks eyes with you, Rudy. What's happening?
Sin, don't try to talk. All I need you to do, I need to cast a spell, but I need you to trust me and allow me to cast this spell. And after that,
It
the
hurts.
pain will go away. I just need you to look me in the eye and nod.
She looks you in the eye and gritting teeth, just
Okay. Immediately cast Never Hunger again.
and she just exhales. And her body falls limp. The flush of her face goes away immediately. Alana looks to the body, looks towards you. What did you do? She's alive, but she's ice cold.
It's a gift. It's a gift that a higher power has bestowed upon me.
And you all those in the room, you see the skin like growing just a few hues paler.
All right. So this does last for an hour, but we should still be swift about this. So again, my plan is for Goose, one strike.
One strike.
One strike.
Got this.
Goose, hold on. Do you mind if I take a look at your axe before you, you know,
Of course. Hands over his hand axe.
cast prestidigitation and clean the shit out of it?
Ah,
Good idea.
Sterilize.
Thank you, Gerald.
Sterilize.
Thank you. Sterilize.
Sterilized.
I must
You
admit.
are.
All right. So
Yeah,
do I
so-
need to roll for this, or just like with the time to be precise?
I want you to roll an attack roll. But you have advantage because Sin is considered incapacitated.
Okay.
Ooh, actually, hang on. Hold on. Wait, hang on.
Nana's gonna.
Do I not have it right now?
Do
Okay,
really-
leave the room.
Yeah.
Do the potion.
Well, keep
Yeah.
Pesty,
Yeah,
and then
keep-
hopefully
yeah.
keep an eye out for Arthur, so that she can
Um,
intercept if she needs to.
And yeah, I'm gonna have Mage Hand just holding the leg still for Goose, so no one's hand has to actually physically be in the firing line for this.
I was just
Good idea.
double checking if get any buff that he could get Goose, but he doesn't at the moment, so it's okay.
No blessing of the geese today.
No blessing,
Okay.
nothing.
Hmm?
No, nothing. I got nothing.
Does Goose have inspiration up the sleeve?
He does. He has been waiting for that inspiration on the
Alright.
sidelines.
Good,
Yeah.
good time to have it handy.
Oh yeah.
So roll an attack with the Gale Axe at advantage.
Oh, with the Gale Axe.
Yeah, using the Gale Axe.
That's the
That's the
upgraded
magic
axe.
axe. Yeah.
Oh right, yeah.
That's the
yeah.
That's the one that got the buff.
Alright.
Oh.
I'm
You have
gonna use.
advantage.
Well,
So-
what's the advantage?
You can roll again.
It
Oh,
means
right,
you
yeah.
roll again. You take the higher result.
Yeah.
Woo!
It's a little bit better.
12.
Oh.
12 is enough, but feel free if you wanna.
Inspiration.
I
you
want to
wanna use
make
the
this a
inspiration.
clean. I want to make this a clean
Yeah.
slice, so I will use inspiration.
Hmm?
Go again.
Come on, Goosey.
Fine.
Uh,
22.
Hey!
Okay.
That's so
22.
much better.
So you do. It almost looks like Goose is taking like 2 practice swings. Just goes like.
Each one, Gerald's like, ooh, ooh.
Just really want to get this right on the spot.
And you go in and you come down with the axe and it goes almost all the way through. You get it's like you go through, it feels easy, and then you just hear you hit bone, you go through the bone, but you don't go through all the way on the other side.
Lean on it, Goosey.
Goose, it's okay. Just swing again, please.
And
Quickly.
and Alana looks around and says, "We're losing her. We're losing her." And you
Alright.
you see the while the blood is pouring out, it is definitely not gushing, but it is slowly trickling out, almost as if the blood was still and now it's just open.
All right, go in for
Really?
another slice. 15.
15. You have advantage still. It's an incapacitated target.
Jesus, those dice went everywhere. 20.
20. You go in, you clear it off. It looks clean. You manage to hit right on, and it's now just starting
Well,
to bleed. And
I'm
Alana
just
looks
gonna-
around. She's hitting the threshold.
I don't know if it's going to do any good.
Gerald?
But spare the dying.
Yeah, and there's it looks like for a moment the blood stops, and
it's
you all have 6 seconds.
Yeah, and it's
essentially.
in that moment Rudy casts a level 3 healing word.
Mhm. And you what do you say? What is the healing word?
It's kind of like almost like it's more of a sentence, this one, because he's been prepping it the entire time Goose was doing the swing. He's like, in the name of Urgathoa, this little one has so much more to do on this plane before she will serve you in the next.
Not her.
Spare her life.
Not this.
And as you say that, the wound definitely, it's not like it's fully closing or anything, but it looks almost like the wound is aging. Like you can see slowly the skin is creeping along the edge. You can see the open veins and arteries close themselves off, clotting. It's more of a time lapse of a heal rather than just like magically sealed. And after about 6 seconds, what's left, still open of this wound, starts bleeding again. And Alana looks at Gerald and gives you a nod.
Oh, spare the dying.
Yeah, and again, it's almost like someone just like turned a faucet off. The blood stops flowing once more, halted in its steps.
Rudy has one more level 3 slot. So this time he casts it again, but this time the words he says are internal, and he goes, "Take what you need from me in addition."
And I need you to roll the saving throw related to your Never Hunger again.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds to check that.
What? Saving throw.
Hold on. Oh, I'm just looking for it. Where is it? I don't see the saving throw. Sorry, Josie.
Okay, it's a con save 15 you need to beat.
Oh, okay, cool.
You could have just said close.
No. There we go.
16.
Nice.
You do feel something. You feel almost like a tug inside yourself, a cold hand grasping your heart. But it's more of a threat. Like almost like at any moment this could happen. And you just feel this hand let go again. And the rest of the wound seals up. It's not clean. It's like it doesn't look like a smooth skin. It looks gnarly, knobby, but it's no longer bleeding. And Alana looks around and says, I think she'll be fine. I think she'll be okay. Whatever you just did helped. And then gives like a little like head gesture towards the spot on the other leg. Are we doing anything about that?
Yes.
Yes. So, I cannot do much more, but that one we should just be able to cut out if we're careful.
And stitch it back up.
Sorry, Goose?
Oh, we can stitch it back up. Oh, anyone else know cure wounds?
I think I do
believe
recall
Nana
both Nana and oh, sorry, Gerald.
Oh no, I was just saying. I believe Nana is quite the healer as well. Is she not?
Yeah.
Do you want me to get Nana?
Please, Gerald, please. As long as Sin is stable.
She
Enough.
should be. I've stabilized her at this point. I believe.
Okay, Nana, don't fuck this up.
You got this, Nana.
Gerald goes and grabs her. Nana, your healing expertise is needed.
Oh, mine. Oh,
And you see Pesty's eyes just come up like, what's happening? Everything okay?
Oh, so far, so good, Pesty. Don't worry, we'll come and let you know.
Okay. Okay.
I will be back as soon as I can, Pesty. I'm sure it's just a very minor thing. Rudy's the expert healer. I'm sort of just
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Nana. Come on.
Alright.
Yeah, and you see Pesty after a moment almost walks out the room behind you, but heads up, like starts walking towards the stairs up to deck.
Okay. That's probably for the best.
And as you come in, Nana, you do see indeed on the floor is a severed leg. You see Sin's leg. It's been covered over. It looks almost like it's been healing over time, essentially. Like the natural healing has been sped up. And you can see they're essentially like angling Sin, who's looking deathly pale and still, to just get at the other leg better.
Okay. Well, what do you need me for? It looks like we're almost there.
Oh, actually, you know it'd be great in this situation, a dagger. I don't think an axe is going to be best to deal with these small
Arthur
incisions.
has a dagger.
I've got
Would
3.
you like me?
Oh, Gerald!
Well, okay.
Oh! Are you like...
Like in the montages where they do the.
No, I imagine
Leg
it was
up.
like Loki, how he just like magicked them
Oh, yeah.
into existence as he...
Yeah, no, it's like 2 under the robe behind the back and 1 in the boot.
Ah,
Oh.
handy.
Gerald,
Gerald, never let anyone tell you you are unprepared for the day. All right, what's your favorite one?
Well,
Favorite
they're-
dagger.
They're all pretty much the same. Let me. This one will do. Prestidigitation, clean it off, and I don't know if I'm the best to use it, mind you.
I
but-
think Rudy might be the best in
I
this
will do
situation.
it. Yeah, I think Rudy will do it this time. How like the presence is gone from inside him, but like how is he weakened in any way, or is he?
That's up to you. I'll leave that to you.
I mean,
how
he's
you feel.
shaken,
Like,
but
you're not. Yeah,
Yeah.
he might be shaken, but you haven't been physically affected.
yeah, he's shaken but not stirred, so it's okay. All right, so not a pun.
Imagine
Not a pun.
Punch
Not a
Panther
pun.
right
It
now.
was just
Right
a joke.
now.
It was just not a pun.
Oh, Lord.
I don't do puns. Okay. Okay.
Sure, you
But
don't.
I will say, with the dagger, I will say make a medicine check because you're not attacking like Goose was doing. You're essentially just like using it as a scalpel at this point, trying to cut up.
Hey, Rudy will use an inspiration point on that one.
Go ahead.
Inspire.
That is literally 1 better. So you know what, dice? Fuck you too.
You go in, and there's a moment with the other leg. You cut it all off. Like there should be no trace. You sealed the wound. You hesitate for a moment as you go in. You start like putting the dagger tip towards the edge of the black spot, and it's not a failing throw. It's more that you have a moment of like, we gotta be safe, and you just like move the dagger like 1.5 centimeters further away from the edge of the spot. And you just start taking out like a bit more than maybe necessary, but it's definitely the safer option at this point, you feel. And you start going in, and after a moment, this takes more finicking. You're trying to make sure at one point you peel it back ever so slightly, and you see there's a bit of necrosis underneath, and you're like, shit, gotta go a little bit wider, a little bit deeper, and it takes you a few minutes before you luckily you realize it hasn't reached the bone.
Gerald just
and
occasionally dabs the sweat off Rudy's brow.
With a mage
He's
hand.
operating, with the mage hand,
And then Ami's like,
Yeah, and Alana is looking on and says, seems to be fine. Everything seems to be okay. She's definitely hurting from it, but not nearly as bad as maybe she would have. And it still takes you a while, and because you're trying to do this, you're trying to make sure you get everything, and it doesn't become like just a clean circular like cookie cutter mark. It's like it's gnarly, it's uneven, but you definitely feel like as you pretty much like remove it, you're confident you got everything out.
Okay. All right. Cool. Nana, I think it's all gone now. If you would please, I just don't have it in me right now.
absolutely, my dear. I don't know what I've just rolled, but I'm sure it's fine.
Fireball.
Yeah.
What do
You-
you
you-
say?
You walk up as Rudy's backing off. You put your hand on the leg, and you breathe. You channel your magic, and it almost looks like essentially like veins, but it looks like ivies, like thin ivies. They grow out from Nana's hand, almost like veins across the skin. They cover the entire wound, and they slowly they peel off. And it's not a clean wound. There's a visible gouge, for lack of a better word, but it's sealed up and scabbed. It's definitely gonna leave a decent scar, but it's It's essentially, it looks almost like someone took like an ice cream scoop and just like but it's sealed, and Alana looks at all of you. Are we? I think she'll be fine. I can't sense any. Her life's stable. She's not going anywhere.
As long as it didn't spread past her legs, she should be okay in that sense.
I can't sense it anymore. There's nothing eating at her life. She's still she'll live. I think she'll live.
Alana, thank you so much. Your gift came in so useful, and I hope you know that we wouldn't have been able to do this without you.
Thank you.
Yes, very much. Thank you.
I'll definitely stay here until looks at Rudy until the effect wears off, and
yeah, shouldn't be
let
too
you
much
know
longer.
if it's. Yeah, this whole process has taken you now. Like it's even though you went in as quickly as you could, as effective as you could. It's probably been like maybe 40 minutes since the start of everything.
Yeah, we got a little close. Nana, I know you started something with your herbalism, something to dull the pain.
Is that right? Yes, it's just simmering now. I can have Ami go check on it. I think maybe Pesty and all of us should be here when Sin wakes up.
I'll go get Pesty. I think it's best I better go get him before I collapse.
Rudy, do you maybe want to hold off on the Pesty until she is not visibly dead?
No, I think he should be here when she wakes up. You know, Pesty is the
right
guardian.
now she's very corpsey, Nana. I feel like that might be concerning.
Gerald,
I certainly find it concerning, is what I'm saying.
I know you find it concerning, and
She is going to wake up, right?
yes, she will wake up. She should wake up. I will go tell Pesty of what we have done, that she is relatively stable, and to just give her a bit of space until she wakes up.
All right.
We're gonna move over. Arthur, still standing up there with the captain. You see Pesty coming up, and he's just walking right out into the rain, and it's just walks up to the railing of the ship, and it's just staring down at the waves passing by.
Captain, do you? I don't know. It's in your power, but any chance you could have this non-rain bubble thing follow me over to Pesty over there? I think he's having a bit of a hard time.
Very well. Yeah, I can see the man is in distress. Sure. If you walk over there, I'll make it so.
Thanks, Captain. I knew you liked me.
God damn it.
Okay, Arthur.
There's like, just for a moment, there's just like, the umbrella just turns off and on again, and just gets this like quick
Arthur's gonna look down. As he's walking down, he's also pouring hot cocoa. It seems to be his thing for everything.
Good old Coco.
It's only a 1. Oh, okay.
It's okay.
It's lukewarm cocoa.
Pour and like toss it over the edge until you get a marshmallow.
Hold on.
That's essentially using an inspiration point. Like, nah, get rid of that.
Yeah, so I'm gonna walk up to him and give him a hot cup of cocoa and says, "What's going on?"
And he looks over at you, and he looks up, because as soon as you walk over, it's like the dryness expands and encompasses him as well, and he just looks up, and it's just like, Okay. I. You know what, Arthur? No, I'm not doing good. You know what's going on is that Sin is not doing well. I think Rudy said they had to take her leg off.
What?
I just it I genuinely think it was for the best though. It did not look good. She's apparently she was hiding how bad she was doing. I don't know if I should have. I don't know. Is this
Look,
on me? Should I have been more
no, no,
attentive? Should I have
no.
realized this?
Look, young ones, they hide things all the time. They try and be like us big peoples. Trying to worry, like be brave and not worry about the small things and not let the
But
small things bother them.
is it? But Isn't that why we worry for them?
Yes,
And I feel like I failed in that.
but remember back when you were a child, you just wanted to grow up and do big people things, and you acted like an adult and you do adult things where you try and just look after yourself, sort of thing.
Yeah, but I still remember my mom being there for me. You
Yes,
know,
yes.
like in hindsight, I'm pretty happy that she was there to keep me in check. You know, I like Sin already lost her parents like early on, and I know her brother, and I just feel like is she. I don't I don't know what to do, Arthur. I genuinely don't know what to do. I thought we were going someplace good. You know, I thought everything was getting better, and
Look, this ain't on you. It can't be on you. Things
but
happen.
it feels like it's on me, Arthur.
Yes, I know, I know. Look, it, as much as you want to protect them and keep them going and all that sort of things, life will happen, unfortunately. And yes, she's had a rough life, but just because she might be missing a leg doesn't mean she can't and get a leg fashioned for her in some sort of way. Doesn't mean she's any worse off or any better off. She's got potential. Unfortunately, this is life that happened, and it's out of your control. If the shoe was on the other foot and you lost a leg, just when you were younger, your mum had no control over that. Whatever has happened to her, and I'm guessing Rudy made the right call. I don't know the situation, but I put my trust in him that he made the right call, and I believe she'll still live a full life because this little thing won't hold her down.
And he just stands there, and it just sounds like he's breathing heavily, and
Sounds like
he,
an
he
after
just
big cuddle.
he just
coming in.
starts crying. He just stands there, like just staring at like your shirt essentially, and it's just crying, like trying to hold it back, sobbing through his teeth.
Arthur goes in for a cuddle.
And he doesn't hug you back, but he leans into it.
Yes. Arthur then starts
He's-
patting his back and let it all out, mate. Let it all out. Good cry is good sometimes, mate. Yep. Pats.
Some
Pat
some
pats.
time passes by. You give him reassuring words. You have a little bit of a talk. Eventually, he starts sobbing, and then he starts back up a few times. And Rudy, when you come upstairs, you can see Arthur and Esty standing along the railing just ahead of you, a little bit to your right, and they're just having a talk. And you can see that they're also dry somehow, but when you get rain on you as soon as you step outside.
You know what? That seems fair. He's got to have a win. Yeah, I mean, Rudy slowly walks over. Yeah. Rudy walks over and leans over the railing next to Pesty.
Is it done?
Yes, it is done. She's alive. She seems stable. Look, Pesty, you said don't sugarcoat it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's ugly. It's not a clean result. Not the clean result I envisioned. However, the necrosis should be gone. My medical knowledge, Alana's amazing sight, it seems like it's gone. So with time, Sin should heal. But she has lost a leg. And probably a lot of mobility in the other leg. The necrosis was deeper than I thought. But she's alive.
That's what matters, isn't it?
Yes.
Exactly.
It-
Exactly.
Did it hurt?
She did not
Was she-
feel a thing.
Okay.
I can't say what she might feel when she wakes up. I have Nana working on pain relief right now. I'm not gonna lie, that it's probably gonna be a shock to her initially. But I do believe you should be there when she wakes up because she trusts you.
How?
She's a child. Children, you know, they do silly things. And sometimes those silly things cost them. But as her caregiver and the one she looks up to, we have to be there for strength. We have to be there to make sure that when she does fall down, she can get back up. And I mean that not in a literal, really, really bad taste way.
It's fine. Do you know when she'll wake up?
Probably in about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. You are welcome to go in now if you want. However, I must warn you, the spell I cast looks worse. It's not sleep, it's something else, but we can let you in when she wakes up, or you can come into the room now. It is your decision. I will not bar you entry.
I'll come down. And he just looks, puts like a hand on Arthur's shoulder. Thank you, Arthur.
It's okay.
And he starts walking away down towards the downstairs.
Cool.
Arthur turns around to Rudy and goes, "What the hell has been happening?"
Look, Arthur, I will tell you everything, but I should be with Pesty when he goes in that room. You know what I've been casting on? And he's saying this as he's walking away. Like, you know what I've been casting on you?
Yeah?
Yeah, I cast it on Sin, but it looks worse than it is. I gotta stay with Pesty. Just to add a bit more doubt to Arthur's mind about what Arthur is doing to him.
Hell?
Arthur's just, well, he's gonna go back up to the captain. He's gonna
Yeah,
go
and
up-
as you, the captain is giving you like a thorough like, what's going on?
and I'm doing the whole, yeah.
Oh god.
I assume we will find out eventually. Yes.
Well, you know, you think as captain of the ship you would know more, and as being a party member to my mates, I would know more, but I guess, yeah, we are just in the night sky, not knowing where we're going.
Rudy's just intent on keeping the captain as a side character. He refuses to let him to be a main character.
How dare!
How dare you? Everyone is attracted to this
dare.
captain, except for Nana, but like everyone else.
Who else
Cuddly
is?
is what?
Is anyone else in the room at the moment?
I
I
imagine
think
Goose will be
it's
hanging out.
Nana, Goose, Alana, and Gerald would
Okay.
sit currently.
Goose at this point would just kind of be sitting in the corner, just like trying to.
There's
calm
still
down
a
after all
severed
that.
leg on the floor.
That's literally exactly what I was going to address.
Yeah, I was gonna
address the
something
leg
about
in the
that.
room.
God damn it!
We,
It shouldn't be funny.
what are we going to do with the leg?
Look, I really don't want to put it in my bag. I won't lie to you.
I don't think.
Should we at least wrap it up or
I
something?
don't think we should keep it.
No.
Do we just?
No, I don't. I don't.
What does your plant eat, Nana? Could we feed it to your plant by any chance?
I don't think my plant should
Or
be. Look,
should we throw
it
it
can have
overboard?
eggs. I don't think it should be getting the taste for human flesh, Gerald.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, think about that.
I have a suggestion. Perhaps,
Yes,
like,
please.
eventually we should get rid of this leg, of course, but we could take the time to find out where this necrosis came from, if it's like
Oh,
related to the
interesting.
zombies or something. Well,
Fucking
the
Goose
living
with
in
that,
pen, I
like,
should say.
Plus
my bad.
20 wisdom every single time. Jesus. All right. Alright,
I
good.
didn't think of that myself.
I think that would be a very good
Quite right,
idea.
yes. Nana, I mean, I'm not so good with the insides of legs, but I can assist you should you wish to take a gander.
I think we should work with Rudy on this one. Perhaps if we just bring it somewhere else, because if Pesty comes in, you know, he's not going to want to see a leg on the floor. He's not as well traveled as some of us, and he doesn't just see
I
limbs.
guess, but what do we do? Just carry a leg out onto the deck? I'm not.
Well, it was
That's
wrapped
not
in something,
the
right?
point
It had like a sheet over it or something.
I mean,
Yeah.
it could.
Yeah.
No, I
Let's
swear
wrap
when
it
I
up, let's
came
wrap
in,
it
it
up.
said something was like over it. All right, we're just gonna wrap it up and take it. To
We can put it in one of the other rooms in the meantime.
Yeah, take it
toss
to
it
our
overboard.
room and just
Yeah.
wrap it up and leave it there
Uh,
for the moment.
For the time
Put it
being.
under Gerald's pillow.
does it
and
have
he
to be
can
in our
look up.
room? Nana.
Gerald, I'm looking for a spell that won't make it smell okay. Just
mean-
calm down.
Yeah,
Rudy,
what's-
yes?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Rudy's been
I
casting
know-
that
I know
exact spell on
exactly.
the head for
Yeah, we
weeks.
can
like, just like, it's
Uh,
okay. It doesn't have to be
Rudy-
cast straight
Rudy
away.
can deal with this when he gets back. We'll just take him aside for a moment, but just
As
for
you're-
now, it's going in our room.
Yeah, Nana, like Rudy, you and Pesty from the other side of the cargo deck, you see Nana like closing the door behind her to her room.
And then Nana will stow it somewhere under Gerald's bed and come back. What? She knows it's in my, the little.
The idea makes you feel really good.
Like,
Take that, you son of a bitch!
Wow.
wow.
As you
What did he
think
do
that,
to
you
Nana?
do feel a little spark of enthusiasm return. Like that paper thin film just like dissipates.
Ooh. I see. Nana needs to play pranks on people.
That bag Nana. Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's an eyeball in your soup. Oh, Nana.
How did
That
that
get
get there? Yeah.
Oh no, the twig blight ain't your friend.
No.
Oh, no.
Good old Nana.
Oh,
Good
no.
old.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
But Rudy, you and Pesty make it to the door, to the room.
Alrighty. I'm just Pesty, give me 2 seconds just to make sure that the others have cleaned up a little bit, and as soon as that I've checked on that, I'll let you in. Is that okay with you, or?
Yeah, sure. He takes a step back.
Rudy sort of knocks on the door, and it's me, guys. I've got Pesty. Is everything all good in there? And he sort of cracks the door open a little bit.
Oh, well, we've removed the leg.
Yep.
Post removal removed.
Yes.
There's still like a few stains on the wood floor.
I'll try and take care of this a little bit and prestidigitation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, on the knife and the axe as well.
Try and oh yes, absolutely on the tools used as well.
Pesty doesn't need to see that.
No. Sin's still asleep.
Seems like it.
Okay.
And
Alright.
Nana's bringing up the caboose, I think, because you guys got in first.
Nana, how long until the pain relief is done?
Oh, I didn't even. I would have checked on it when I went in. Whoa.
Yeah,
it should almost be.
Yeah, it will be ready like in maybe like 4 or 5 minutes. It just needs to reduce a little bit more.
Okay.
She's gonna send Ami over to check on it so that she can kind of be in the room when.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And Ami heads to the door, and like Ami has to pretty much like fold their like cap in a little bit to fit through the doorway.
Oh my god.
and then let's go and just like pop back up.
It's so good. It's so good.
True.
Love this
Cute.
mushroom.
Too fucking cute.
So good.
Alright. Rudy sort of turns to Pesty and goes, now, as I said, the sleep that Sin is in is magical. It's going to look worse than what it actually is. She will wake up in just a few minutes. So please do not panic when you see her. And Rudy opens the door and steps to the side.
And you step in. Pesty walks in, and Alana is sitting there, just caressing Sin's forehead, like giving it like soft movements with a thumb, and looks over towards Pesty, gives like an apologetic smile, and there's a moment. Those in the room, you would see that when Alana looks to Pesty, you can see like almost immediately tears start falling down her face. And she inhales and just gives him a nod and says, she's fine. She's fine. And she wipes the tears away. And Pesty just stands there. He folds his arm. You can see his body get stiff, and he nods. And he just stands there and just looks around, takes it all in. Yep. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Yep. And he just stands there, like he's waiting.
Maybe we should give Pesty a little bit more space.
Yeah, sounds good. We'll get up to walk out. Give Pesty a very gentle, like shoulder pat and pat on the back before he heads out.
Yeah, he very quickly reaches up and like pats your hand.
Nana says, Pesty, do you want to be alone when Sin wakes up, or do you want maybe Rudy in the room with you? We can all leave if that's what's best.
I think that might be for the best. Yes.
Okay. Well, I'll be back in with the potion as soon as it's ready, but I'll knock first. All right?
Okay.
I have to tell you before I go, and just so you know, and so Sin knows, just not having a leg is not going to be a downfall, and there are things. If you talk to me later, I can maybe get you in touch with the Archdruid, and they have a lot of powerful magic now. They can fix a lot of things. They can even sometimes regrow limbs. So let's talk about that later. Let's talk about options that you might have. I think this was for the best, and I think you made a good choice trusting Rudy. And now I'll go finish the potion, okay?
And he's just looking at Sin. He's nodding every time you talk. He's nodding, but you get the sense that he's not listening.
Yeah, that's fair.
And like as you go to leave, Alana as well like lets go of Sin's forehead, and she's like wiping the tears away. It's very much a Mantis Drax moment. Like Pesty's standing there like super stern, just looking, and Alana, whenever she looks at Pesty, tears just start flowing down her face. And so she leaves the room as well.
Just like to go up to Alana like once we've all left the room and say, are you all right after all that? Are you okay?
I'm quite fine. It takes a toll, but I'm fine.
Do you need anything?
I need to sleep.
All right.
Honestly, but let me know if there's anything, please. Don't hesitate. Just let me know. And she starts
Thank you so
walking.
much for your help.
She gives you like a and she walks away.
After that, Goose will probably head up onto the deck as well, get some fresh air and enjoy a bit of that rain.
Yeah. It's a heavy rain, like thick, heavy drops that just like you're instantly wet as soon as you come upstairs.
Okay. There we go. That's probably a bit better.
So Gerald and Rudy are left in the room?
Yeah, Pessy's like just looking at Sin. And he's just standing there.
Well, I think you did good, Rudy.
I think we should... Gerald, Pesty, I'll just be outside the door. Yell when Sin starts to stir, yeah?
Don't worry, Pesty. Sin will be fine.
Yep.
I'll see myself out.
And he like
follows.
Tentatively like reaches up as if he's going to like pat you on the shoulder or something, but he doesn't like actually do it. It's more like in the air, offhandedly.
He feels a little mage hand pat him on the shoulder.
Oh
As
my
Gerald's
God.
walking out.
Yeah. It doesn't give much of an actual reaction. He just nods as if someone said something to the pat. Like it's just.
Rudy leaves the room, but he closes the door to the point where the door's not closed. It is still open because he wants to still be. He wants to be able to hear, like, if there's noise from inside the room. Is the hallway empty?
It's like around the rooms. It's empty. The door to the other room, you can see. Gerald has now walked into the room. Nana and Ami are working on. Like Nana's in the process of essentially like she's turned a little bit of a fire off, and she's pouring what looks to be something thick, like dark green syrupy, into a little cup, and it's like blowing on it, like trying to fan it to make it cool down a little bit.
Okay.
And Gerald's just walked in that room as well. And to your left, as you exit the door, to the left, you just have more rooms, essentially. And to your right, you have the cargo deck where you see some of the crew are playing cards, some are playing dice, a lot of them are napping.
Would we have known if like any of these other rooms along the hallway, like how many of them are occupied and whatnot, or?
As far as you know, there's one unoccupied.
Okay. Rudy, before Gerald goes into the room, Rudy's like, Gerald, can I have a word with you for 2 seconds?
Oh, yes, of course. Sure.
And Rudy brings Gerald to the unoccupied room.
Nana, just super quick. Nana, the potion is finished.
Yes. What do I
And
owe you?
It doesn't really have any effect except like some pain alleviation. It doesn't have any mechanical benefits. It just
Okay, so it's not like making the health potions.
No,
I can give her
no.
one of those as well, but
I mean that could probably do something. Like if you want to, definitely. But what you've given now is just painkiller, not like pain remover. It's just more
Okay.
like a pain reducing agent.
yeah.
Because we have no idea what we've done to the nerve endings.
Oh, there's been enough magic on here.
Yeah,
It should be all
it should
right.
be okay. Just in case.
I hope the magic knows how to fix nerve endings, because
I don't know.
No,
There's some pretty shoddy
Well,
healing.
having
if I say so
having some
myself.
surgery work done on nerves hurt. I know from experience.
Okay. I also know from experience that you can heal nerve endings with like dextrose and water, just like a shot of it.
Cool.
So
Super cool.
freaking food! It's literally sugar water. Anyway,
That's excellent.
You've just been making sugar
personal
water.
experience.
My god,
It
Nana can
is, it
heal
literally
nerves,
is.
confirmed.
Just have like a spray bottle filled with sugar
Called
water. just like,
prolotherapy, dude. It's so good.
Amazing.
Anyway,
Oh dear.
But yeah,
Just
so
give her some of that.
if you want to hand it over, Pesty is more than willing to just like administer, because it's essentially just making her as soon as she wakes up, it's making her drink it.
yeah. So Nana will head over and gently knock and give it, and Ami will give Pesty the little bowl with the rag back and be like,
Yeah, and he just takes it all. He puts the bucket with the rag on the floor. He takes the little cup. He listens to your instructions and he gives you a little bit of eye contact and a nod, like to make sure that you know he's heard what you've said.
yeah, no, yeah. And I imagine it tastes quite minty, so let's just for your knowledge.
Okay.
Because it would
No,
taste
yeah.
really bad, but like Nana's like, nah, this kid has to eat it, so I'm gonna make it a little bit nicer.
So, Rudy and Gerald.
That was a time. I can't say I've ever had to. You know.
Oh no! I mean, not to a living person before. No, no. It's. I've had to do small surgeries before, Gerald, but that one was something else for more reasons than one. Gerald, I need to confide with you about something,
Oh,
and I'm not sure if I'm ready to inform the rest of our companions just yet.
oh, okay. Should I be worried right now?
Yes.
You know, just tell me, and I'll decide along the way whether I get worried or not.
What happened today? I can't do that again.
You
No.
mean, well,
The healing.
the healing.
I don't think I can save a life like that at the moment again. At least for the time being.
Is something of going on with your magic?
Yes, absolutely. Look, the long and short of it is, a deity's power is fickle, and there are certain rules imposed upon the power that is given. One such rule that I appear to be bound to is that I cannot save a life if it is already passing.
That seems awfully open to interpretation.
You would think so. However, did you notice I had to cast twice to heal that leg?
Yes. Yes, that is true.
The second cast almost cost me my life.
What?
I don't know how to explain it, but
Well, do your best, Rudy, because I
it
mean,
was like an icy claw held onto my heart for a brief second. Like a skeletal hand.
forgive me for saying, but your god sounds like a bit of a dick.
I don't believe she is.
Though, yes. Well, why would she not want you to heal? This is your calling, is it not?
I thought it was too. But I don't think it truly is anymore. I mean, in battle, it shouldn't be a problem. Like, as long as you're not on the floor literally in two pieces, I think I should have no problem. But I don't think I can save someone from death anymore.
Well, I mean, I don't think you were saving from someone from death just now, though. Technically, I was. I was stabilizing them along the way. You were simply healing them up after the case.
Oh no, it was very clear that I was like you were indeed stabilizing, but I was the one truly it was the healing magic that was
Well,
essentially.
I don't want to get into look, my magic's better than yours.
Oh no, your magic is. Oh, I mean, yeah, no, we better not get into that argument. There'll be no boat afterwards.
No, but suffice to say, I feel like that's a little bit unreasonable of them, if you don't mind me saying. It's.
But it's not up to you or I to decide that.
Why ever not? You've done it many times before. You've brought any number of us from the brink a number of times, I imagine, by now.
Yes, but I think that it has to change.
What does that mean for our adventuring group, though, Rudy? We're formed as a party for our synergy.
Well, as I said, I think my mundane healing. You take a sword to the gullet. I can stitch that up. Not an issue.
I wouldn't call a sword in the gullet mundane.
Oh, it's definitely mundane. Don't worry too much about it. How many times was I gored? It's fine. It's fine. No,
Well,
I think.
mean, a leg is just another wound, is it not? I fail to see the difference, Rudy.
Again, it doesn't matter what we fail to see. Your power, as far as I've been led to aware, is your own will. It's an extension of your will. You're not borrowing anything. My power is borrowing from a deity, from someone who is infinitely stronger than you or I.
Have you considered borrowing from a different one? Because they sound like a dick.
No.
We know there's a lot more out there now. Like, we actually know, you know?
Yes, but
We didn't know before. Now we know.
no. Urgathua, her clutches, as I found out today, are much more powerful than I thought.
Yes, hence the get a new one.
I wish it was that easy, Gerald. I really do.
I am happy to help in any way I can. But I would like you to be able to save my life. You know? Just the, Gerald's dying. Oh no, but don't worry, Rudy's here to save me.
I mean, as far as I'm aware, I can still resurrect you.
How is that? She makes no sense.
I haven't tried yet.
That's not reassuring.
Well, if I try and I die, then we know that I can't.
Oh my god.
That's not reassuring either, Rudy. I don't want you to die. I want to not die myself.
And I will do my best to ensure that that does not happen unless you are literally on death's door, in which case, I mean, I can give it a shot.
I have several questions.
I have no answers.
What am I supposed to do with this information now, Rudy?
Well,
What if Goose charges into something in a rage?
well, as long as Goose doesn't lose their head, then we'll be fine.
He's like, oh,
Headless
no
Goose.
worries. Das Goose can do it because I have Rudy to protect me. You know, like
Gerald, believe it or not, I confide in you because I believe you, despite your paranoia.
oh no. And he starts pacing back and forth along the room.
You are the most level-headed out of the rest of us.
Choice, Rudy. What are you thinking? Level-headed?
Rudy, I do appreciate you confiding in me. Why?
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 I don't know.
Do you?
Gerald, I'm afraid. That's what I'm trying. I'm afraid
Oh, that I understand.
because
Rudy. That I understand.
maybe that's why I'm telling you. I don't understand.
Well, we do fear the things that we don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I
things we
expected. I don't know
know.
why I thought you would understand. I mean, how would you know what it's like to have an all-powerful being looming over you at all times that could snuff you out of a moment's notice?
Yes, how would I know?
How?
You're right, that would be quite a thing.
Rudy turns to the camera and winks.
That's amazing.
Yes. God troubles, eh?
Yes. All I know is that I felt, for a split second, I was about to cross a line. And I am just letting you know, and I'll let the whole party know, that I think if I go to cross that line again, I'm not coming back.
But, okay. I think the one thing that's important is where is this line? Because I could have sworn that we had this well in hand, and I don't believe that.
I thought as
I don't believe that she was in quite so much danger for a second there. As long as I was able to stabilize her, you would merely be healing the wounds as you always have. So, how I need to understand where that line is, Rudy. Because I don't want any of our comrades to die, and I would hate to be needing to be in a situation where I would rely on you to prevent their death, and it would only cause your own.
I know.
Where is the line?
I'm going to do my best to find out. I think.
Don't die in the process. Though.
No. I'm going to.
Experimentation's important, but
No,
you know.
I've been working on something. I think I might be able to figure out how to, at least rudimentary.
I see what you did there.
Oh, Gerald, shut up. I will be able to maybe communicate in the most basic of way with Ergothoa.
All
But,
right. They sound like a dick, though. Do you really think she's going to go for it?
well, I mean, technically she contacted me first. So why would she not answer now? And she's the one, and Rudy's walking out the door. It's like, and she's the one who begged to have me back. So, I mean, why wouldn't she speak to me?
Okay, bye, Rudy. Walks out the door. He does it like, just leaves me in the room. Like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Up on deck, Arthur, as you're having your little talk with the captain says, "Well, Arthur, what do you say? Have we had enough of this rain?"
Well, look,
What a fucking.
I think you and I are quite dry, but I think for your crewmates, I think they've had enough. What's your thoughts? Yeah.
I think very soon the skies will clear. And you see ahead of you, the sun starts shining through the clouds.
Ah, I see what you did there. Very.
I
clever.
didn't do anything.
Oh, really? Eyebrows, eyebrows.
It gives you eyebrows back. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And Rudy, as you exit the room, you can hear coming from your room, just sobbing, loud sobbing. As you hear Sin is just bawling her eyes out on the other side of the door, and you hear Pesty also speaking through tears. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It was, and you just hear crying.
This is the one thing they do not teach you in cleric school. Rudy knocks on the door.
Yeah.
It's
Yes?
me. Is
Yes.
everything all right? Do we need anything? Is the pain relief working?
No. I don't know. She's awake, and you just hear her like screaming, crying, like all like into a pillow. It's just. Is there anything you want to do?
No.
Exit the room.
Rudy doesn't open the door. He goes up on deck.
As you go up on deck, there's the rain is subsiding. It's just a calm drizzle ahead. You can see the clouds are parting. The sun is peering through, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. And that's where we're gonna end for today.
Oh my goodness.
God damn it, Josie,
No.
I hate you so much. It's going to be a beautiful day. My fucking ass is.
What a beautiful day.
Not gonna lie, I was tearing up a couple of times.
Bright sunshiny day.
Yeah, I had to catch myself. I was about to get caught inside all of that. I got the tickles in my nose right now.
We gotta get some new NPCs because these ones have been through enough. Leave them alone, Josie.
I'm beginning to
Leave
think.
them alone.
I'm beginning to think one of us is cursed with misfortune, because
Oh.
literally every NPC we run into, it's fucking like, you know.
Couldn't be you.
It's just-
No,
No
it can't
good.
be me. Can't be me.
I'm just supposed to drink and be merry and shit. You guys have the hard shit to do.
Goose is just supposed to whack things.
Although
Yeah.
look, I'm not gonna lie. I'm secretly proud of the line I fed Gerald before. I thought that's like the fastest thinking on my feet I've done in ages.
It was spot on. It was spot
really
on.
good.
And I'm sorry for
Yeah,
not
I
getting
already-
Arthur a job. I had no idea what to do, like how to incorporate Arthur into the plan. I'm sorry, Arthur. I'm sorry, Orb.
Arthur doesn't care. He'll still be the captain. He'll get brownie points for the captain.
Yeah. Yeah, we know.
Pablo raises a good point. Maybe we're all cursed.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
That's very good. Good.
Mm.
No.
Arthur,
Maybe the
Good
campaign
theory.
is cursed.
Mm.
I hope you're all doing okay. I hope.
Oh
I
yeah.
hope
Oh yeah,
it
yeah,
didn't go
yeah.
too far. At any
Nah,
point.
nah. It was.
No.
It was
Oh,
good to have an episode of DnD.
Yeah.
Grey's Anatomy D&D.
Yeah, wait. How many characters are there in Grey's Anatomy? Because we gotta pick them now.
Do we though?
I mean,
because my
who
bladder
would
is
be
very
Dr.
full.
Dre?
Okay, you go then.
I'm still
You
voting
can be
for Goose
Dr.
to be.
I'll be
Ellie
back in
Green
2
this
seconds.
round.
Give me 2 seconds,
Okay.
guys.
I don't know anything.
I will-
about
let's
Grey's
do-
Anatomy.
Let's do the quick. If there's any players or anyone in any chats that have any questions about anything regarding the campaign, today's session, previous session, character stuff, feel free to shoot them out.
Yes.
Anyone who has any idea on which characters or which ER series would best suit
Oh yes,
what's currently
we're
going on?
scrubs. We're scrubs. Like,
Scrubs, yeah.
Grubs.
Scrubs.
Yeah, good straight up scrubs.
I'm gonna say I'm Dr. Cox. Not
Yeah.
involved. Not involved in anything, and then comes in with his only magic spell and be like, "Yeah."
Done.
What up?
I
And
don't
the
know.
magic
I feel like you're the one character who fails at doing the IVs and end up getting sent to the morgue because you
No,
can't hurt them.
Oh,
I
that
am not
guy,
him.
that guy.
I am not him. I have spells that heal. No.
What's his name? What's his name? I need to figure out his name.
I don't remember.
Doug?
But
I think it's
could
Doug.
be. I just feel like that's an option.
There's like, okay, I'm just gonna say there are 7 people on this little
Yeah, Doug Murphy.
net in Scrubs, so
Hmm
we can make this happen, man.
Who's the Ted Buckland?
Who's that?
The
Sorry, I never
lawyer.
really watched Scrubs.
That's Gerald, obviously. Like,
Yeah.
we're not good at all. The one who's always worried about the
Yeah.
consequences.
The incredibly nervous lawyer, yeah.
I wonder if
Oh,
Rudy would be involved.
Goose has to be what's his name?
The Todd!
Yes, the Todd.
The Todd, yeah.
High five.
Oh yeah.
God, oh my god.
I have no idea what this conversation is. I'll just take the last word he said and then high five.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do have a question from someone who's AFK for a little bit. What happened to the amputated leg? Well, Nana hid it under Gerald's bed.
Yes.
You got a problem with that?
Well, not yet.
This is the most screwed up tooth fairy.
Yeah.
Put under the pillow.
Yeah, I wake up and it's next to me like the horse.
Oh god. Toes
Yeah, no one told Rudy. We saved the leg to do a medical exam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No one's-
no,
Yeah,
I mean,
no one,
Rudy's
no
looking
one
forward
said
to
that.
that.
Oh, he'll
actually.
find out, but everything
Yeah.
was a bit grim, so
we're gonna check it and figure out, see if there's anything that we can figure out as far as cause.
We
goes.
figure out there was a better way.
Or we figure out that it's just like the most generic infection in a
Yeah.
high fantasy world.
you
Yep.
know. Yeah.
Well, I essentially took inspiration from like I don't know what it's called, like the flesh-eating bacteria and gangrene, and I was
Yeah,
just like,
yeah,
this-
yeah.
Which is, that makes sense. I gotta say, I mean, I've also got lesser restoration, Rudy, so we should be pretty covered if you can't, live up
in
to
the
your-
future.
Nah, I
You're
think
definitely heals up.
I think I got a handle on where the line is drawn. I think it's not too bad.
A handle or a footdle?
That one was too bad. That was awful.
I have been in pain all night, Josie, not making
I know.
puns.
I've seen your chat. I've seen
Yeah,
your
yeah.
It's just all puns.
Nana would never make drugs, Larzapan. No.
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 Nana doesn't consider them drugs. That's why.
Really?
They're
Fun
herbal
snacks.
remedies.
Food that makes you see things.
Make
Sometimes.
me feel good.
Makes
Oh my
you
god,
feel really
Nana's
good
crying
and
is
want
just
some
getting
munchies.
high.
Dude. In her, in her 200s, that was a phase, okay?
Nana
There's
just
some
like
fun mushrooms in
Drop-
the woods, I gotta
dropping
But
say.
her
some-
patron
dropping
needs to
some
be
acid.
Dionysus.
Oh my god, yes. Yeah.
I mean, your patron kind of is in a way Dionysus.
Yeah.
Right? Like
Yeah, it
D&D
is.
Dionysus.
Pretty much.
I
kind
don't
of,
know.
yeah. He is
Oh, yeah,
he's pretty much like the god of like ale, at least, like in getting drunk.
having-
Could come from the fact that he became a god while blackout drunk, so he doesn't remember how he did it.
That's actually
like
pretty
that, I
epic.
like
No, I
That's
mean,
pretty
very
epic. That's
relatable
pretty cool.
story. All kinds of things can happen when you're blackout drunk.
Mm.
You know,
It's
you know,
literally like
it's
the
very
official lore.
forgivable.
The official lore is essentially he was drunk in a tavern and someone double dared him to take the Starstone quest, which is like You get a thing. If you clear it, you become a god, but it's so difficult. Everyone always dies. He came back 3 days later as a deity and was like, I have no memory of anything. What happened?
That is the best story to tell the bar.
so good.
That's
That is
pretty
the
good.
best tavern story.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He also had his dog with him, so the dog is also considered like a celestial demigod being.
A demi-dog.
Celestial
Demi-dog.
demi-dog! Yes!
Demi-dog.
I love
But
it.
do we have any more questions?
Yeah, if anyone's got any
Even
questions
from
for players or characters or DMs, let us know. And we'll be happy to answer
Yeah.
them for you.
Mm.
Or if you players have any questions for me about the game, I can say you all get, because I've been reading up on like how to do experience more efficiently and properly and everything. So far, I've been giving you like if we haven't had an encounter, you'd still get experience, but you will get 1,400
Okay.
experience
Nice.
for this session because the session
Yeah.
included possible deaths.
Mm. Okay, right.
Oh,
we got
what
a
are
question.
you guys on actually? Because I haven't been adding.
It says in the D&D campaign, like if you open up the campaign homepage, it should say current experience, and that plus 1,400 is what you would be on right now.
Ooh, we're not too far
I
away
think no,
from
that should
leveling up.
pop us over. We should
No?
be 7.
No,
now,
it's
no?
23 is what you need, not 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
You need 23.
1,400.
Oh, I'm on
Yeah.
You're not
23.
1,000.
I
Yeah,
got
we're
so
at
excited there
3,000
for a
away.
second.
I got a
Wait, so
question.
what you guys total XP at? Mine's at 18,160.
I'm at
No, you're-
20,160.
Yeah, I think Orb has the proper, because I've been updating on the little, like, in the campaign, like the overview, I have written what all of you should be at.
Yeah.
So I've been keeping it updated.
So what was the number, sorry?
Overview.
20160.
160.
Yeah, I see the thing. So it should have been 18,760 before.
Yeah,
Oh,
plus
yeah.
1,400.
Okay, I mustn't have updated the XP from last
Yeah,
time.
you had a
mine was
question.
incorrect as well.
Yes, yeah, although it's not a serious question. Sorry, it's not that important. But Adrian asks, I have a question. Why is everyone from the D&D group so handsome?
It's a law. Every
Hmm.
D&D pod I ever have viewed, everyone is just so damn attractive.
Yes,
Are
even
we
with
talking
hair.
characters or what?
All
I was
All
about
of
to
it.
say, even with the messed up hair I've got and in this hoodie. I
I
still
mean, only.
Thank you,
Adrian.
Adrian.
Yeah, we got to be
Yeah.
saving people every day right now.
Mm.
Got to hit 7.
We'll see what happens. But you got one more day until you reach Southport.
Mm.
Got a lot of things
Well,
happened
look,
on this boat.
I don't think anything worse can happen in one day. I think that was the
flag,
worst.
Rudy. Don't raise that
You know what?
flag.
I have a firm confidence that nothing worse can happen in that one day.
How do I kick him from court?
Now I have to make it worse.
I think you
Throw 'em
can kick
overboard.
someone from the
Oh
car.
no, I
I
1000% believe you have made worse, Josie. But
No,
Could you
I'm
do
saying
it to me?
just because you said that, I have to make next session even worse.
Oh
That's just how
god,
it is.
no.
That's the law.
Yeah.
now,
can you do me a favor and put someone
No.
else in the spotlight, please? Because I don't think I can handle it again.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh dear. I don't think Rudy's gonna be able to look at Sin again. I honestly think he's gonna carry that one for a while. That's
Fair. Like
It's a big thing what you just
it might honestly have been maybe the first time Rudy has himself removed a limb, like from a living person.
Oh, he's hacked off dime a dozen limbs of dead people, because that's just like, you know, sometimes the back where he grew
They
up,
don't
you know.
fit.
Yeah, the family pays for the cheap coffin and the body doesn't fit and you gotta do what you gotta do. But like when she's got to live on the other side, like that's
I mean,
another matter of time.
on the
Sorry,
upside-
sorry, Orb. Sorry, I'm
On the
making
upside
light of
for
things.
Rudy, at least. I mean, they were effectively dead at the time, so that would have been
Oh
pretty.
yeah, what the
annoying.
fuck was he worried about? Yeah, they were
Yeah.
actually dead. Yeah.
They
You're
were-
not the one doing the cutting either. It was Goose.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they weren't even alive. I mean, they weren't even kind of alive for the whole cutting part. They were just like a corpseified for that time. That's fine.
It's fine.
I
This is
mean,
fine.
what doctor wouldn't give to have like a magic ability to snap their fingers and their patient doesn't feel a goddamn thing for an hour? Like, as in, like literally cannot wake up, cannot do any like.
I mean, they do.
Yeah.
And
No, but I mean, like,
do.
like something that's 1000% like every time perfect sort of thing.
I mean,
Actually, on this note,
Yeah.
I have something to say about anesthesia, and I really need you to know this. And when I was little, I got my adenoids taken out because they were just stupid and infected all the time. And I was telling them like really dumb jokes on the way in because I was really nervous. I was telling them like knock knock jokes. And you know what they did? They put the mask over before I got to tell them the fucking punchline.
Excellent,
I
excellent.
was a kid,
Yeah.
and I couldn't remember the joke when I woke up.
you're like, knock, knock, and they're like, not today, kid.
Get muted.
Knock, knock. Get knocked the fuck out.
So anyway, I'm here to tell you that that's a very effective way to shut me up.
We'll keep that
Fair.
in mind going forward, Cuddly. Yep.
Yeah,
Fair.
to this
Fair.
day, those nurses still don't know what the punchline is.
They don't care.
probably-
They'll
they
hold them.
regret-
Don't care.
It'll haunt them forever, I'm sure.
Mm.
I got the same guy though when I got my tonsils out, and I
Well,
did
like,
tell him about it. I was
who
like,
was
I know
that?
you.
Who was outside that door?
It's me.
Oh dear. Excellent.
Yeah. We'll have to see what happens next week.
Mm.
Next
Mm.
week on
Next week on
Dungeons.
D&D.
and Dragons.
Rudy fucking has a heart-to-heart with a deity that wants to fucking kill us all.
Yeah, now look, they kind of want to live.
Mm.
Can we start with that? It'd be very
We'll
hard
see.
for us to do things in your name if everyone's dead.
You know what the really silly thing is? I'm pretty sure Rudy can save himself from dying. I just think he can't save you guys.
Yay!
Does that mean we all have to sign
Don't
up
you
for
have to
this new
be-
god?
Don't you have to be like conscious to save yourself from death though?
It's fine. Gerald has
I mean,
very done.
you haven't seen Rudy's character sheet, so what do you know?
It doesn't make him conscious though. Even if I spare that, it just makes him like stable, but still
No.
unconscious.
I read right here, immortal. So like, it doesn't really. Like,
Oh, he gets to be immortal, but Nana can't have constant no fear. Okay.
Well, to be fair, no. I'm putting my foot down. To be fair, by definition, by pure definition, the only one immortal here is Nana. Because she doesn't have a natural end of lifespan.
It's true. Sure.
Natural.
no, Rudy's
natural.
immortal.
Yeah.
This
Like,
is
that's-
this is a fact of the universe.
Yeah.
We've established this,
so if
Josie.
we're just talking about
Don't
immortality,
ruin this for him.
like no natural death,
Mm.
Nana is immortal. Nana is the only one here who is immortal.
This is
Yeah,
so
fair call.
Natural death.
Yeah,
No.
natural death. That was the key word there.
Natural.
keywords. Yeah.
No.
I forgot about that actually. That's funny.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty, what are we doing?
I should probably.
What are we doing? Are we rating anyone? I think.
Is there anyone on?
Nana's like the queen. She'll bury you all. From
She will.
You know,
bury
if
us
you
all.
don't bury Rudy right, Nana, Rudy will haunt you. Not that he-
Rudy's gonna get up and say, "Fine, I'll do it myself."
Yeah, he will. He will actually do it himself.
Yeah, Nana's
That-
not gonna
that's-
bury Rudy. She's got a twig blight now.
That was his that was his like. We were joking about like what Rudy would do. This is for the chats. We were joking. I'm not gonna say what it is, but we were joking about what Rudy would do if he like essentially got to the end of D&D. Which, for those of you who don't play D&D or anything like that, canonically,
D&D.
yeah, there is technically a canonical ending to campaigns. You know, you don't normally get there, but we essentially were joking about what would happen to Rudy, and like it was like he would literally just keep going and keep healing regardless, which was in like the most hilarious way. But yeah, that plays into like someone trying to bury him just getting up going, no, you're doing it all wrong, and that's how it happens. He just gets up, changes what the guy's doing, and then just goes, oh well, fuck, this is a thing now, sort of thing. You know? Anyway, sorry, segue.
Does anyone know who we should raid? Otherwise, I might just sign off and get on with my days. I have a lot of things to do now. I have to.
There is a
I keep
fried
assuming.
rice
I keep
paradise.
assuming we're gonna get somewhere in this campaign.
We'll get there
I'm
eventually.
sorry. Did you want me to speed up the amputation of Sin's leg? I mean, did you want us to make faster decisions, Josie?
Leg off. Okay.
What? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I also see that Friday's Paradise is on, and they're playing Minecraft again.
Hmm.
They did D&D yesterday.
Yeah, they did.
Did you say fried rice paradise?
No,
Fried
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 dice.
dice.
Fried dice. Okay.
Although I
must be
think they do
hungry.
have like fried rice in their logo. I think that's like a bowl
Yes,
of fried
that
rice
is-
with the
that
dice
is the
behind it.
fun.
It is. It is.
What's with D&D
Raid
campaigns and
Rojix.
puns?
Never know.
You can't split them apart.
Oh, I don't know this person, but they.
I'll send you the.
I think I found it. Is a collective
is-
based in Singapore?
It's fried. Yes, it is.
Cool. Love
Alright,
it.
we can do that.
They're currently playing Minecraft. Is
Mm.
that where we're going? Because they're
Yeah.
essentially they're making a Minecraft world. They're terraforming it and making it so that they can play D&D in Minecraft. They're making their
That's-
world in Minecraft to
awesome.
play D&D in
Actually,
Minecraft.
fucking
That's
amazing.
so cool.
That's
That is
brilliant.
That is.
All right,
that is
definitely
really
sending
good.
over there.
Wow.
I would kill every single villager. I mean, what?
What?
Oh my God. I mean, what?
Aw.
What?
Aw.
Alrighty, guys. I'll see you all over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a
Bye.
lovely night.
Alright,
Thank
let's
you for
set up this
joining
raid thing.
us.
Thanks everyone for coming. We'll see you over
Take
there.
care.
Yeah,
Have a lovely night.
you're right.
Uh-oh. I cut him off early. Shit. I'm a terrible person. Alrighty, guys. So, let's do that. We're going to also sneak over here. We're going to do that, so then the music disappears. Alright.